looking past my reflection, thinking about what you mentioned. You were supposed to be the one to take every last pain away. Nothing on our loving, maybe time told us that we were different. Did it break you down? Staring at the ceiling, fighting off a feeling. One more minute, 'cause I just don't wanna come down, don't wanna go back to how I used to be. does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Yeah, I've discussed it with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face, a certain weight, because we aren't pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated, it's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah.
Time ticks and decays, never to return, never to feel whole. Isn't it so easy to lose yourself in time, to draw a finish line, to give yourself to one beyond what's good and bad? It kills me not to know. Lost beyond the edge.
All right. Oh, welcome everybody.
Welcome to Season 6, Week 5, Prophecy Cup.
Guardians of the Rift versus GT not canon.
Yeah, Guardians of the Rift have had what you might call a problematic start to this season. I believe they have yet to pick up a match win, and only have 2 game wins on record. But hey, that shows that they can win games. They're just not quite there yet.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not like GT, GT not canon's like a completely unbeatable team. I mean, like, it wouldn't be like a massive upset if Guardians managed to pull off the W here. But I mean, I think GT Canon is the favorite team here, obviously having won one match. And if GT Canon does win, that does hold them up a little bit in the standings. So let's go into picking bands.
Yeah, I mean, I think Guardians of the Rift actually have Taysak and Alvaro, who I think his in-game name is Nogaria, Nogaria. So both Diamond 5, I think the post about them was that they hit Masters at some point last year, or 2 years ago possibly. So 2 new pickups being fielded here for Guardians of the Rift. Let's see how they perform.
Yeah, definitely. So we got an Ornn ban here, first of all, followed by a Zoe ban. Pretty standard stuff so far. We'll see how it all goes. We'll see who gets next. Coming along next. Definitely some respect to the mid lane. Zoe not exactly something you immediately ban away first, but I mean definitely an okay ban.
Yeah, it's just something that's very frustrating in general to play against. Surprised about Xin Zhao being banned over something like the Graves, just because I typically see Graves have so much heavy prioritization.
Yeah, like a Graves or a Kenju and Evelyn, something. I think those are a little bit stronger junglers than Zhao. Kaisa ban here.
Kaisa is a pretty standard ban as well.
Yeah.
So nothing too spicy coming out from either side in terms of bans so far.
Sion ban. Taking away 2 of the biggest tanks in the top lane. Mm-hmm. And Darius ban.
Taking away a counter to some tanks in the top lane.
So Urgot still is open here, so
yeah,
there's the Urgot.
Urgot for the Fresh Burger.
Maybe a counter pick Aatrox here just to match him. As with Darius ban, I think Aatrox really the only other top player that can counter it, with the exception of Lissandra.
Yeah, but they might pick Aatrox third here and use their first 2 picks for something else, looking for maybe a bottom lane.
Okay, that could be a placeholder, because isn't Annie one of the placeholders?
I think Annie is one of the placeholders.
Yeah, so that's
although
probably...
she did receive that spicy range buff.
Yeah, and a Grave. So I'm betting that's probably a placeholder for the top lane. We'll find out what that was in a little bit. We'll see.
Kane is not a placeholder. Okay.
Talia, there we go.
There's Talia. Talia, I think, still a strong jungler, still being played at Worlds, for instance. Just her ability to influence the map with, what's her? Weaver's Wall.
Yeah.
It's so strong.
We got a LeBlanc here.
Well, a few things were hovered. There's okay. Well, it will be LeBlanc. You're right.
I wouldn't mind saying, a Braum might not be a bad pickup here, because you think about it, would counter Talia, would counter Urgot, and would counter LeBlanc to a small extent. So,
well, if
not a bad.
Aatrox.
No, there's the Aatrox right there.
Like I said, Aatrox might be third because they already know they want to pick it.
Yeah. So I don't know what that is, but. I was assuming the Annie was a placeholder for the Aatrox.
Yeah. I do wish there was a way for them to communicate what the Annie is.
Yeah, they'd have to DM us, like on Discord or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see the remake and see what it is.
Rather surprising, I know Nami's a very strong support. She did get a nerf this patch, which is 5 to 25 healing on her W, that ebb and flow. She can facilitate a lot of picks by just giving them movement speed, as well as Tidal Wave just being that strong engage or disengage tool such as it is.
Yeah, but the thing I look at it is if I'm looking against that Talia, Urgot, LeBlanc, I'm thinking I want to take away some tanks from the support, because that's where they're going to have their tank from. So I'm thinking about maybe banning the Alistar and the Braum, take those off the table, force them to play a very squishy comp, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's two squishy supports that Guardians of the Rift have opted to ban here, and it's two tanks, theoretically.
Yeah.
The GT not canon have opted to ban, but the Braum is still up.
Yeah.
GT having opted to ban Thresh instead of Braum. A bit surprising, but Thresh is in slightly a better spot after that buff to his death sentence, his hook.
I'm really hoping that's not a misfortune lock-in, because that would not be good against that comp.
No,
Very
it wouldn't be. Okay. Varus has some lockdown. At least he's not a. You could argue that Varus is even less mobile than Misfortune is.
Yeah, but with that ult will help out quite a bit, and will help set up with the Aatrox. Pairs pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, if LeBlanc dashes in and takes an ult right to the face, that could be pretty painful.
Yeah. Xayah
Rakan, I guess, would be. I mean, if you're going Xayah and Rakan's open, you might as well take it. Unless you're
Rakan is the placeholder. Like, we're still trying to figure out.
So very squishy team comp on the other side there. That kind of surprises me. Oh, okay. So according to chat, Annie is not a placeholder for Prophecy Cup, so that actually may be an actual Annie. And Gragas.
So it might be Annie support. Gragas last time. Or Annie.
Aatrox is top, so I think it's Annie mid.
Oh, it's Annie mid. My bad. I'm not looking at that properly. Might be.
Okay, and I mean Annie does counter LeBlanc. As soon as that dashes in, they can just instantly take a combo to the face. And the Annie ult could block the chain.
Not in gold and silver, she doesn't. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to get that Stark in there.
Right, look, okay, like just because one of these teams is near the bottom doesn't mean they're that bad.
No, I'm talking about my elo. Whoa. I'm not talking about these teams. Come on.
I was about to say, I was like, that's kind of rude. I mean,
this is self-deprecating humor. Why would I ever flame a team? But anyway, so it is an Annie pickup, but it's an Annie early pickup, and then they pick LeBlanc into Annie. Right?
Yeah.
So that on its own makes it a little more interesting if you consider Annie, like if Annie's considered overall a LeBlanc counter.
Yeah, but LeBlanc is picked afterwards. That's strange, but we'll see. I am curious to see how the Gragas interaction will work with the Rakan, because if I remember correctly, if the Gragas body slams just after Rakan starts casting dash back towards the Xayah, they can interrupt the dash and stop it.
Yeah, you can. It's the same deal with Rakan's W, his grand entrance. There's a little bit of a wind up to it, so if he gets interrupted the moment he lands, the knockup's not going to go through.
Yeah. Will be. I do definitely a pretty early focused damage, with the LeBlanc, with the Xayah Rakan. Well, if they can get late game with this Graves, with this Aatrox, with the Annie, with the Varus, it could be definitely a very interesting game. I think they just need to play very safe, and they should be okay.
Urgot's probably running Spellbook, which is why he has Ignite.
Yeah, I'd be kind of surprised to see him just run just the Ignite in the top lane.
Yeah, that would be very
ballsy.
Like,
especially because
you see solo queue, in solo queue, like almost everyone takes Ignite where I am, at least, just because like I guess people like solo killing their opponents. But TP overall is just such a heavy influence on the map
Yeah, and you have to remember with an Aatrox as well, like you don't have a lot of kill pressure on an Aatrox. You know what I mean? Just because of how much he can heal up and survive. So if you do run that, all it takes is Aatrox getting one good teleport away, and then like that can completely swing this game.
Aatrox has built-in lifesteal.
Yeah, plus the revive, and I just feel like it's almost certainly a spell book.
Yeah. Otherwise, we've waxed a bit about this mid lane matchup. And we've waxed a bit about the bot lane matchup as well. But if you had to give it to, in terms of the bot lane, if you had to give it to either GT or to Guardians, which side would you err on here?
I like the Zyrakan, because Varus, of course, is primarily a tank shredder with the Rage Blade and everything like that. And, you look at how squishy that lineup is. He's not going to really have that burn, it's not like you're going against an Alistar, Galio, Maokai lineup type thing. We've got a lot of tanks and health to shred through. So, I do wonder if that's not going to be as effective. And then you also have to remember that the Grog Assault and the Var Assault do not synergize well together. So that could go, if they don't coordinate to balance those things out together, that could have disastrous effects. You know what I
mean? Yeah, absolutely. Like if you, you'd always want a Grog Assault after Var Assault lands. I guess is what you're telling me, right?
No, I'm saying the other way around. Use the Grog Assault, knock them back towards your team, then Var Assault them in place for a gank.
Okay.
If you Var Assault first and then Grog Assault, you're knocking them all out of the...
Oh, that's right. You'll be knocking them out of the chains working onto the other team. You're right.
Exactly. And another thing to notice is this is a lethal tempo Varus, and so if he is going that on-hit build, which normally you see with the lethal tempo, that won't be as effective against that comp.
But next most important thing to talk about is the skins, baby. Look at that butcher I got.
Yeah, and very few skins in this game. I'm kind of disappointed. This is kind of letting me down. The mid laners are the only ones really holding it down. I mean, we got bot lane has no skins between all four of them. I mean, it's just
everyone wants to be Faker, man.
Man, that's just it's a sad day. I just don't understand it.
Yeah, especially considering how the quality of skins has just picked up over the years. Remember when a new champion was released, it'd always be a 975 skin, but now it's always a 1350 skin with new ability textures and a different backing animation. Sometimes they have a voice filter.
Yeah, and Varus and Gragas have been out for a while, so I mean, really no excuse for those two not to have skins.
Tisk that's all I have to say.
Yeah.
And even Aatrox. Aatrox has some skins too.
Yeah.
Although the one skin for Aatrox that I never see anymore is Hammerhead. I kind of miss it. I miss Sharkbase Aatrox.
We also have you look at the summoner icons, a lot of TSF. Oh, I got the spectator bug.
Yeah, I got the spectate bug as well. I hate this bug, by the way.
Okay, Escapist is still in game, so I'm spectating that. I'm off of him.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do as well. Riot, fix your client! Please.
Can you imagine if this happened at Worlds? Sorry guys, we can't stream the game. Spectator bug. So looks like a pretty standard 5-point from both.
Yeah, I'm still loading in.
I'm 1 second. I'm 1 second ahead of you. I'm at 41, 42, 43,
okay.
44.
I'm 45, 47, 48.
Yeah, so you're about 1 or 2 seconds behind me as well.
Okay. So yeah, pretty standard 5-point. It looks like someone tanked an auto attack. Burned a bit of mana.
Yeah, pretty standard start from both sides. I'm not really seeing anything drastically different. I would have liked to have seen on the Gragas a Relic Shield instead of a Spell Thief's Edge, especially as he is going a tankier build path with the Aftershock.
Says you, man. The Aftershock's just for early game. And Taysack has DC.
Yeah. I also have a bug where I have to. I can't keep the scoreboard up. I have to hit tab every time to see it.
Oh no, that's a setting, I think.
No, yeah, but you can change it if you open up the interface visibility. You can click it, and it should come back up. Even if I click it, it doesn't stay up. So kind of annoying, but what can you do? So a quick ready up here on both sides, and we should be back into the game here in just a second. Here we go. Play resuming. And we got Graves and Aatrox starting there in red, and then we got Double Leash in the bot on red for both sides. We'll say one thing. We'll notice that there are wards on the red side on both rivers. Keep an eye on Scuttlecrab, so we'll be able to see which one Talia goes for.
Mm-hmm. So, Guardians, Yangsu, and Nogaria have the primary push in the bottom lane. Probably going to be hitting level 2 just a bit faster, which means they're going to shove the lane into them, right? So...
Graves is going to take these chickens here.
Yeah, but you actually have Talia hovering around the top side. She is near a ward, though, so there's no chance that Magic Toenail gets surprised by a gank.
They definitely saw, with these wards, they saw exactly where she is, so he's being able to...
Blanky Roha took a lot of damage there.
This is one thing that that ward coverage does let Graves farm up all this jungle on the bot side.
Oh, in the mid lane, Blanket Roja looking for that solo kill as the Ignite took him down. Both mid laners casting Ignite on each other, but I think they both stay alive. As Taysack gets spotted out by the ward in the control brush there.
Now if they're smart, they'll have seen, okay, he didn't have blue buff, so he definitely countered. So Talia should know this outside jungle is taken, and yep, there goes Talia into the top. But Graves is ganking mid here.
And he flashed forward, gets the stun off. Goes to jump over the wall, but the chickens, a little bit more damage. Graves gets the first blood with the smoke grenade.
They should get Talia here if Aatrox responds. But they're fighting in the top lane.
Busy fighting. Magic Toenail versus Freshburger. Freshburger showing him all his
damage. There's Aatrox though.
Aatrox misses the Infernal Chains proc. The... I can't remember what that ability's called. Oh well. Oh, but Rakan grand entrance forward onto the Yangsu here, brings the flash and the Ignite.
Talia's about to die.
Yangsu goes down. Talia goes down in the top lane as well. This Magic Toenail's on the retreat. One more auto will do it. Freshburger grabs the kill in a 1v2. 1v3, one more auto, and Freshburger gets a double kill in the 1v3. Are you kidding me?
That's actually not... yeah, that's not good there in that regard. Aatrox is going to have a very painful lane phase. This is going to be a very fast Black Cleaver now on this Aatrox.
On the Urgot?
Or on the Urgot, yeah. But 2 kills early on Graves means that Graves is going to be very scary as well.
Not just that, you have Yangsu going down practically for nothing in the bottom.
Yeah.
He is able to grab the CS at the tower though, so not a terrible loss. Probably going to eke out a small advantage here.
And the kill did go on Rakan, not the Xayah, so...
Yeah. So overall, despite the kill score being even, it's Guardians of the Rift that eke out a small gold lead from the situation.
Yeah, the first blood primarily gold. And they also got a lot of assist gold there as well. So you look, 3 assists on Annie, 1 assist on Graves, 1 assist on Aatrox.
Positioning, he flashes forward for the grand entrance. Talia does not get the knockback, but it doesn't matter as Apison picks up the kill onto Yangsu this time.
If they can punish this Varus,
He's taking a lot of damage, but Blanket Roja's out of mana here. There's an aggressive play for the Gromp in the bottom lane. I don't think Nokoria should be defending this. Yeah, and there it is, ground damage onto him. It worked, ground might be doing something, no? Nope, doesn't get bounced back over the traps.
And Zaya has frozen this lane whilst this has been going on, so
Yeah,
Varus is going to miss even more CS.
A lot of CS. You can actually see about a 600 gold differential in the top lane here.
Yeah, I mean, right. Graves is going to have to do anything with the the gold differential on him. He's going to have to be the one to get this game back under control because both bot lane and top lane are now losing.
Mid lane's roughly even, but like you said, bot lane, top lane, about 600 gold difference in both of those sides.
Yeah, and there's nothing scarier than Fed Zyrakan or Fed Urgot. That's pretty painful when you see that running at you.
Oh yeah, and Urgot, especially with the ultimate. Gosh. Like, yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's called Fear Beyond Death. It is called Fear Beyond Death. I wonder why it's called that. Sometimes Jay is looking for a stun onto Blanket Roja here. As he does get it out, it calls for Tibbers to do some more damage down onto this LeBlanc. And it's forced to get out. You actually see that sometimes Jace is running Hex Flash on Annie and looking for that surprise ultimate. Surprise bear. I'm actually kind of surprised with Rauma here, going for... Oh, wait, we got some action in the top lane. Taysac has the smoke grenade down, getting the slow onto Freshburger. Freshburger pops the ghost to stay away. Nice dodge on the collateral damage, but it's not good enough as the auto attack does him in. Blanket Roja has the Ignite ticking down, flashes away as well, but it looks like he's going to stay alive.
This could be first turret here on the top lane. Without Talia being able to deal with it, they're going to do a lot of damage to this turret.
They don't quite have the minion wave there yet. Urgot doesn't have TP though, and it looks like they're not going to opt to go push on the turret. But what I was trying to say is, Rauma here has opted to go for the Spell Thieves, which is kind of surprising for Rakan. Typically, you see the Rakan go for the coin, especially into a melee support. Like you don't want, you don't really want to get too close, in general. But it looks like he's making it work.
And they're going to get Dragon off of this here on the bot side.
It's Cloud Drake, right? Yeah, Cloud Drake.
Yep. I do think it is a little bit okay, because remember, with the Zaya, because it's paired with the Zaya, you're going to do a lot of damage. You really want that little extra damage. And Varus Gragas isn't too scary earlier on when you've got that firepower.
Both true statements. See Graves right around the mid lane here. He does get spotted out by the wards.
You look, blue side with all these wards throughout the bottom side river are going to know anytime Graves goes for a gank, they're going to know instantaneously.
The other thing that I'm looking at personally is this CS differential in bottom lane. It's roughly 30, which is pretty disastrous for Yangsu here.
Yeah, plus the kill and assist on the Zaya. But you do have to remember, they did freeze that lane when it was pushing in towards the
Annie and Graves roaming down. Sometimes Jay's going to get spotted out by the LeBlanc here. He does get the ultimate off, as the collateral damage and the end of the line will kill Blanky Roja. It's actually Rauma that picks up the kill with his ultimate. He stays alive. No, he doesn't. The end of the line does him in this bottom lane. So, Guardians of the Rift playing very aggressively, making some proactive moves by calling down the mid laner and the jungler to the bottom lane. In response, you have the Talia here in the top. Not really doing a whole lot at the moment. Just zoning Aatrox away.
Yeah, and Graves is continuing to power up here now with 4 kills and 2 assists. Doesn't really look like that, though. That little nerf
going down onto him as Blanket Roja gets it off. Talia bops him back forward. Maybe that's not the right way. Graves almost gets the kill onto Blanca Roja.
That's 675 gold back on this LeBlanc, who really needed it.
Absolutely. And that actually makes the gold lead roughly equal.
Bit of a back and forth game so far.
Indeed.
The team really able to open up huge CS differences.
Other than the difference between 80 carries and the top down.
Yeah. Well, like I said, a lot of this gold is concentrated on this Graves for red side, so.
Man, Magic Toenail is just taking so much damage in this situation. As you see Freshburger just give himself more mana with clarity instantaneously. I forget you can hear that.
And it looks like very shortly, as soon as this Urgot backs, probably will be the
but in the bottom lane you have Graves and Andy coming to swing around on Mapizin and Rauma. Sometimes Jace pops the ultimate to get the kill onto Rauma. Mapizin called Featherstorm a bit early there. But he did dodge out Chain of Corruption.
But I think if he didn't, like that Chain of Corruption hits both of them and they
Andy gets the Hex Flash with the stun. Nogaria picks up the kill with the explosive cast. This is probably first tower here in the bottom.
Yeah. They're a little bit low, but I don't think LeBlanc will be able to get a kill here.
No, not at all. Especially with the smoke.
Oh no, that's a huge misplay there.
No, it's a great body slam as Taysak gets the kill.
Yeah, you cannot dash into 4 like that. That was not a good play.
Not just that, the LeBlanc damage didn't even go through because the body slam stopped her right before. Like, that's just disastrous for Blanca Roja on this LeBlanc here.
Yeah, kind of disappointing there. I mean, like, you look at this, how delayed this Luden's Echo spike is going to be when this comes through. I mean, Annie might even get the Luden's Echo first and then already be on the way. We'll see. Still early.
Flop top.
Yeah, lane swap. Good call there with the Rift Herald still up and no dragon.
Oh, Infernal Change does find its way onto Freshburger, but he dashes away to safety. What's the next dragon coming up? Another Cloud Drake. Not the greatest for this comp. Although, in-combat movement speed is something that can't be taken away.
It will help with this Annie, with the and the Vars, with all this engage that they have. It will be quite useful for the red side if they can get them.
Yeah. Blue side, it does give you the ability to dodge more skill shots. Blanca Roja has the chains going down. The top line, Yangsu getting caught up. Fear Beyond Death did go onto him, but went onto Nogaria, who's now being ticked down. He gets the body slam off to get the kill onto 001 as Freshburger gets the shutdown onto the Gragas. Now in the top lane, Taysak comes in, pressuring Freshburger. Freshburger's out of mana. He has to play this pretty safely.
Let's just recall the Scion Rakan coming up.
Yeah.
This will be a Black Cleaver now completed on the Urgot. And Ninja Tabbies, probably.
Yeah, I'd assume it's Ninja Tabby just because like how much AD there is on this team and how auto attack oriented they can be.
And a Jarum's Fist as well.
Yeah, this this Urgot's getting very big.
And if we get in the late game, this guy gets split pushing. This could be pretty dangerous.
Blanca Roja is taking so much damage from this Annie now, though. Every single time he distortions forward, Annie just has full combo waiting for him. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm
ends of the line.
Pretty impressed with this sometimes Jace on this Annie so far. Done a pretty good job.
As you said, red team probably wants the dragon a little bit more than blue team. They pick up the Cloud Drake, and the next one will be a third Cloud Drake. So, no matter how you slice it, one team is going to have a little bit more movement speed than the others in combat.
Blue side going to try and counter with this Rift Herald, but red team's on it already.
Look at that, double sweepers already coming out from red team.
But Urgot is continuing to push in the bot side.
Ooh, Annie gets a flash stun. Nice dodge from Blanky Roja, but Tippers comes out to do more damage, so the Ignite will probably do it. There's the auto attack for the kill. As Rama flashes forward and then gets stunned after popping the quickness. Very well played from Sometimes Jace. Freshburger not quite going to be able to get the turret here. And you can see the rest of Guardians collapsing on the Saya, Rakan, and Talia. Nogueira tosses his explosive cast trying to pop them back in, but just pins them against the wall. Freshburger doesn't have TP, he actually has Exhaust up at the moment, and the Rift Herald does get popped here. Magic Toenail going to be taken down. The ultimate does get popped. World Ender, I believe it's called. And maybe Freshburger is able to grab the turret here, but it almost certainly will be Guardians grabbing the tier 2 here as well. Hit comes in. LeBlanc looking in for the damage onto Nogueira, but I don't think the Ignite's going to do it. One more tick and that's it, yeah. Oh, Varus Chain of Corruption comes out. Like your Roja taken very low. Rauma being the target in the eyes of sometimes Jason 100 Thieves Yangsu. Or 100T Yangsu, because he's not actually on 100 Thieves, let's be honest here.
He's just that good. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of disappointed in this LeBlanc. I mean, this doesn't really feel like it's having any effect whatsoever. I mean, anyone's played solo queue knows, like when you play against a LeBlanc, it can be very scary sometimes, and just out of nowhere, just boom comes in and obliterates someone.
Yeah, he's gone from lane for like 5 seconds, and all of a sudden it shows up in bot or top, gets a kill. That was back to mid, gets a kill.
Yeah, and I mean, even when we saw there when LeBlanc went in on the Gragas, it had a 2-level advantage and just really blew the Ignite, and even then, really didn't do that much damage to the Gragas. I mean, that's not a good sign if you're looking at that and just saying, wow, I can't even kill the support.
There's the chains. Body Slam does land, the cast goes through, the explosive cast pops her back. Looks like LeBlanc will be going down to either Magic Toenail or Nogueira here. He runs away.
And Xayah dies in the mid lane.
Xayah goes down immediately. There's so much burst from Sometimes Chase at this point. Oh, and Blanca Roja goes down to the collateral damage. As now Annie might have bitten off a little bit more than she can chew. Ignite ticking down. It is Rauma that picks it up. As 001 barely able to stay alive, but he does stay alive. Freshburger is just split pushing with impunity at the moment. It's almost like he's telling his team, like, look. I can take side lanes. You guys just hold mid. Like, I will keep hitting these turrets. There's nothing that Magic Toenail can do to deter me from stopping, or to deter me from pushing.
Look at the gold differential. Like, it would feel like it was a lot more, but it really is.
Oh, instantaneously, Nogueira goes down, but it's also Rauma who pays for his life with the engage here. Apison taking incredibly lows. 001 throws his Q out at Taysak. Now this LeBlanc trying to hit the cleanup off, might be dying for her troubles though. Apison flashes over the wall to follow Yangsu. One more auto will do it, and there it is. Guardian of the Rift. Being a little over aggressive at the moment. Andy coming in here to stop Freshburger's rampage as Freshburger tries to get to safety, but isn't quite able to do it after Magic Toenails popped his ultimate. But in response, you see GT not canon pushing down the mid lane, saying, look, you guys have been sitting here all this time, but now we get the push off, we get your outer turret, and we can reset.
And once again, gold difference, 100 gold, and that's it. I mean, in respect, the correct calls, in terms of both sides realizing what their strengths are and like what they can do. A couple misplays, but all in all, both sides just taking what they can, trying to build up their gold. But Baron is live now, so we will see start around posturing around the Baron. And of course, you have to remember with this Aatrox, with this Graze, with this Varus, they will be able to burn that Baron very quick.
Rauma Grand Entrance is actually used as an exit away from sometimes Jace. Freshburger pressuring really aggressive, or rather aggressively forward. This Taysak takes a huge chunk from the Gosh, I always forget to leave his abilities, but they're cute. And he flash forward. Sometimes Jace has so much burst, instantaneously kills Double O. GotR looks to be popping Freshburger back into the team as Freshburger gets the damage off. There's the chains of corruption coming out onto Freshburger as he goes down now. Multiple ultimates used on the side of Guardians of the Rift for the troubles to kill. But GT not canon looks to be pushing down this mid lane tower. Guardians of the Rift trying to collapse mid. GotR misses the body slam forward onto Apizin. Apizin throws out the so much damage. Sometimes Jace goes down, GotR goes down. LeBlanc he takes a huge chunk of damage as Yangsu is also still up. LeBlanc probably triple kill coming in.
This is a 3v5.
As Rauma flashes forward for the grand entrance, I don't think that's quite what you wanted. You wanted to get the double out and knockup off. As Taysak saves it for his team.
I mean, you just
TP
won a 3v5, and like then you make that play. Like you could have just waited. Your team was spawning.
Oh, Freshburger wants this kill onto Taysak. A little more ticks at the ultimate. Oh, wait, no, the ultimate ticked out. Taysak's going to stay alive. Blankiro. This might take you a little bit long to kill. Oh, okay, he had the mana for the Q.
Man, that blue buff was looking pretty menacing, though.
Yeah. And now we do have an Infernal Dragon coming up as the 4th dragon of the game, so that will be interesting in that regard.
Yeah, both of these teams have multiple carries on the compositions.
Does Talia have a Rylas? Yes, she does.
Now, one thing I do notice is there's no ancient coin on this Urgot. It's actually a frozen mallet as the second item. Oh, goodbye, Talia.
On this ancient coin on Urgot? Wait, I'm kind of.
Or not ancient coin. Righteous Glory. I'm sorry.
Oh, Righteous Glory. Okay,
I was gonna say, wait, ancient coin is a support item.
It's the new top secret Urgot build.
Okay, so Guardians, after getting their pickup onto 001, going to be establishing some vision here, realizing that 001's down for another 20 seconds, and that Weaver's Wall is still on cooldown. Ooh, sometimes Jay's 100% burst Apizin is down to 0. This should be a very safe Baron. Whoa! Blanket Roja going in a little bit early. Freshburger also here on the side. Gets hit up by the Chains of Corruption. Yangsu just auto-attacking him down. As both Blanket Roja and Rauma try to get this Miracle Steal off, but hey, it's a little bit difficult when there's a smite up.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if that was worth it. I mean, you've got 2 people down. Now all you've done is now you have to defend even longer without the rook.
I mean, I think they were hoping they could burst it. Like their only hope there is to scare Taysak into smiting early, and then like making that burst work for themselves, and then stealing Baron off of it. But it's such a long, far off hope that I don't think that it's worth going for. I agree with you.
234 souls on the Star Carbon at the moment.
Ooh, GotR getting rooted up, but he finds the body slam forward, explosive cast going down through. Apizin might be taken down here as he's forced to burn the Feather Storm to stop the Infernal Trains proccing. Now it's sometimes Jace who comes over the wall, instantaneously kills 001 after he screams, "Tibbers!" And man, this Annie pick is doing wonders for Guardians.
Yeah, definitely synergizing really well, letting the Greys, letting the Bars get all that damage down as well.
And also just finding priority targets, finding the Talia, finding 001, finding Apizin. Just being able to burst them out really means a lot before fights break out. And it means that Guardians of the Rift are able to take fights that they might not be able to take in normal situations.
A quick back here.
Ooh, GT wants this. Chain of Corruption come out. Rakan avoids it, and GotR goes down to the Ignite of Blanket Roja. Very, very last tick. But that is Freshburger's Fear Beyond Death. It's not the longest cooldown in the world. Not the shortest either. And I think that was also Rakan's grand entrance and quickness. Well, grand entrance is a basic ability.
So,
Ooh.
Leah caught out again?
Aaliyah probably getting caught out here, forced to burn the flash to get trains, pulling it back in. You can
And
see
LeBlanc and Urgot are top.
his GA now.
This is going to be the T2 turret in the bot side. I don't think they can stop that.
No, I don't think they can. There's so much damage from the Baron that minions flash forward.
Oh, she's good night.
Sometimes Jace, goodbye, Apison. Sometimes Jace, just flashing forward, calling Tibbers in. He's so much damage off.
Gotta get a QSS. It's just he's getting obliterated by the sand.
Oh, you can see Blanket Roja wanted the kill, jump in onto sometimes Jace, but it's not good enough as Jace pop, or sometimes Jace pops his is it Zonya's or stopwatch?
It's just a stopwatch, okay. Rushberger trying to be a tank, trying to, you know, clear the front line here, or be a front line rather.
They got Varus.
Engaged. They find the quickness on 3.
And
Graves going to be going down. There's the GA pop.
Can they get Aatrox as well?
I believe they can. Taysak comes back up though and he does so much damage. As the Featherstorm goes wide, but Taysak still goes down. Blanket Roja in a bit of a bad spot now. His Magic Toenail has resurrected. Nogaria's back up. Wow, Blanket Roja, there's the burst you were looking for, buddy. So you've managed to kill onto the top lane of Guardians. Now Apison finds the root, but he's still taken down by Nogaria. As this is a full health, sometimes Jace coming down, barreling down this mid lane. Looking possibly to end the game?
I don't think they can end, but they should get another. Yeah, they got the turret, and they're just going to have to get out, I think. With an Infernal Dragon up.
But Blanket Roja says, I want this! Oh, the humanity.
What a bloodbath. 21-28 so far.
Yeah,
Varus
almost
needs
to 2 kills per minute.
Yeah, Varus needs to get down this bot lane for this Infernal Dragon. Both teams are going to want this dragon pretty badly.
Yeah, you see the pigs going forward onto it. It looks like Guardians are going to be able to get it.
Probably with the Bork on Varus and the Rage Blade.
Oh, the K combo ward goes down.
I mean, you know, you look, Xayah is a full item above Varus here.
No, Apison is able to do a ridiculous amount of damage, but the problem is every single time, sometimes Jace is just calling Tibbers forward, bursting either Apison or Blanket Roja or 001, and removing them from the fight before it even starts, meaning that these fights just easily go in the favor of Guardians.
Yeah, I mean, like, I understand why you want the IE, like, that third item, but, like...
You gotta get that QSS, man.
Yeah, that QSS had to have come out much sooner. I mean, look at all this stuff it helps you with. It helps you with the Varus ult. It helps you with the Annie ult. It helps you with, you know, the chains.
The Jox chains.
Yeah, it's so versatile, and I just don't understand why you waited this long to get it.
Oh, there's the Hex Flash. Oh, no. Okay. Just Hex Flashed away.
Yeah, I think they just keep sending Aatrox to the split push.
You can see that the Freshburger is a frontline now, 4k health. But the problem is that even though he is a bit of a frontline, he can't tank any ultimate. It's just AoE. Able to do so much damage onto priority targets.
They do have good wards on their flanks here for the red side. So I think, like I said, red just needs to stall this out. Let Aatrox take this tower. Just keep pushing.
There's the Weasel's Wall coming off Taysak. Taysak goes down to Roja almost immediately. But sometimes Jace gets the kill onto 001. Now it's actually Rauma that goes down. Freshburger looking for the kill onto Yangsu, but he's not able to get off the damage. I don't think so. Oh! The last auto attack kills Freshburger while the ultimate dropping. Apison drops. This is very likely game, as the only member is Blanket Roja, and I don't think he can stand up to this end.
No, not with 4 people still left.
Tries to get the assassinate off, forces the Zanyas to come out. Roja does kill the Annie, but Yangsu is still able to do damage. Oh, Distortion probably would have nabbed the kill there, but I don't think it would make much of a difference, as this is game 1 for Guardians of the Rift.
Yeah, pretty well put by Guardians there. Not too many major mistakes. I thought, really kind of sad. The QSS and you were so far ahead. You had all the gold. You knew you were going to be the one, that was going to have to help carry your team, and just really, when you're going to get focused. I mean, how many times did we see Xayah get picked off? 3, 4, 5 times. Great play otherwise by Epicen, but just I feel like you need to get that QSS a little bit fast. Pretty well job by Freshburger. Did his best as well, but just really wasn't able to have much effect as he was having to constantly be with the team. Great job by Tasek on the Graves. It worked pretty well. I thought Tasek and Jace did a great job, and props to Toenail as well. Like, he was behind for quite a while there on the top lane. He just held his own, didn't feed. Just said, okay, you're ahead right now. I'm going to respect that and just, build up over time. Did a great job. And when the time came for those team fights, he was set up, wasn't that far behind in gold. So
yeah, nearly 32k damage from sometimes Chase's Annie here. Far and above anything else in this game, or anyone else's in this game. And the pick was just so effective, at finding picks.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised. I definitely did a lot better than I was expecting. Not something that you see that often, but props to him. Hourglass was on point, did a pretty good job. So it'll be interesting to see if in game 2, what changes they need to make. Do they just start saying, okay, we're going to ban your Annie, but then what do they give up in exchange? So that'll be the big thing, is what do the mid bans look like? Because I think that was the big issue. Is you need to figure something out in the mid that doesn't quite work with what they had going.
Yeah, I gotta say, Blanket Roja did not look that great on the LeBlanc. There was burst coming in towards the end of the game, and it was, doing a substantial amount of damage. But overall, there were so many instances where if that distortion had actually landed, might have actually gotten the kill or two.
Yeah, it felt like the only person that the LeBlanc was able to get on was the
Varus.
Was the Varus, and it's like, okay, yeah, you killed Varus, but he's not really the one. Once he gets his ult off, you really don't need that much more. It's just that CC chain to help hold everybody in place, let Graves and Annie do the work. Mm-hmm. And it was like, yeah, okay, great, you took out our Varus. Well, we took out your Xayah, your Rakan, and your Talia, so we'll take that trade. I feel like maybe they need to figure out, say, okay, we need a little bit more tanky front line. Maybe to, if you are going to play that type of comp, you're going to have to figure something out. Maybe a tankier jungler or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So I think, if you're GT not canon, how do you adjust your pick ban phase here?
I think the way I look at it is, you say, okay, we're sides are swapped here, so we can always get the Urgot for ourselves if we want to. I think maybe change up the bans a little bit. Say, okay, maybe I don't need to ban that Thresh. Maybe I need to take away the Annie. Figure something out in the mid lane. It's got to be there. Either you have to have a pick that you say, okay, I can, if he goes this Annie, I can go this. To get the counter pick, figure out what you're going to do and save that counter pick on mid. You got to get another lane going. You did fine in the bot lane, but you got to win another lane here, I think. They did Tasek did a great job of having those kills and saying, okay, okay, you're going to win the bot lane, but we're going to win elsewhere.
Tasek, my mom cuts off my internet at 10. That's not good. If true, not good.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit strange.
Oh,
Yeah, I couldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, they're yelling at me because the spectators thing is full, so I couldn't drop down. I could go if need be.
Yeah, sure, you can go. I'll also look at this. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I thought you were busy or something.
Okay, so I'm joining T Crank.
Okay, man down. We've lost the chalupa.
Yep.
Instead, we replaced him with an escapist.
Yep.
But anyway, we got the Zoe, and there's the instant anti-ban. Telling the Guardians, like, okay, you've shown your hand, you've played your trick. What else do you got?
Yeah, that was definitely quite the performance last game.
Guardians of the Rift actually elected to take blue side this time. I'm kind of surprised when they had such a strong performance on the red. But it looks like GT Not Canon is just banning everything they found problematic with the comp last game. Whereas Guardians have just repeated their initial 3 bans from last time. I don't think they were at all dissatisfied with how the game went. Maybe Yangsu being a bit of a weak link in the overall composition. But hey, what can you do when you have that many people jumping on you? GT Not Canon decided to further pinch the jungle pool by banning out Xin Zhao. What will be the priority pick? It's the Urgot for a Magic Toenail this time. Magic Toenail kind of struggled against the Urgot. Let's see if we can actually play with an Urgot. Freshburger's response, I mean, classically it is the Aatrox as a response to the Urgot, but maybe he wants to pick something else. Maybe he wants the Scion. Maybe he wants the Ornn. And it will be the Scion. I think they'd actually want to pick their jungler here because of how much they've squeezed the jungle pool. Possibly you're looking at a Kindred. Or even a Nocturne. Double
Yeah.
01.
Oh,
buddy.
about to block in here.
Zach actually being the pickup here. So already a very beefy front line that GT Not Canon are put together here. Hard for Urgot to get those tanks down to that 25% threshold. And even then, if you kill Zach, you pop his Cell Division passive and he stays alive, he becomes a priority, still a bit of a priority target. And even if you kill Scion, Scion has his Soul Furnace passive, or I'm not sure what it's called, but yeah, he's able to stay alive, do 10% max health on auto attack with 100% lifesteal. So those both being targets that, if pulled in by Urgot, not necessarily the best things. It will be a Xayah and an Olaf pickup. Olaf likely being the jungler for Guardians. Guardians continuing to astound and amaze with their picks so far. And it looks like in response, GT wants to pick their AD. Are they just swapping it? Yeah, they're just swapping ADs.
Yeah,
Apizin definitely didn't have that bad of a game discounting the Annie one-shots. And without the Annie there, I guess he's saying, like, look, I can pick what you picked last game and I'll beat you on it.
Seriously?
They take away the Rakan for the engaged potential and the synergy with Xayah here. I guess they're just going to pinch... I'm not sure about GT not or like Guardians just trying to pinch the support pool here. Rama looked very comfortable on the Rakan anyway. Does Guardians ban Nami again?
Are you certain?
it will be the LeBlanc, actually. Despite Blanca Roja's semi-lackluster appearance on it, they will be banning the LeBlanc. Probably because they don't have the same number of interrupts and same amount of CC for the LeBlanc this time around. Apizin, what are you going to be picking for either your support or your mid laner? It will be the Nami for Rauma, something that Rauma has been proven to be rather comfortable on. Ooh, Veigar being picked up in the mid lane. Definitely something that can one-shot a Squishy, and it's hard for anyone to deal with it. And Nogaria's pick will be Alistair. Maybe. Just have to lock it in. Pyke also still up, can deal with Nami pretty well. Like I've seen the matchup go both ways. I've been on both sides of them. You know, like Pyke, you're very dependent on landing your Bone Skewer, your Q. And finding good positioning with Ghostwater Dive as well. Oh man, we got the outplay button mid lane matchup. Veigar has his outplay button. Syndra has her outplay button. Who's gonna press it first is the real question.
Yeah, I mean, I think talking about the bot lane, that's definitely a tale of two completely different supports. If Nami's able to stay away from the CC, then she'll do great, and if Pyke's able to hit any of his skill shots, then could be problems for GT not canon.
Yeah. You can see that Blanca Roja has opted to take the cleanse into this matchup, and I don't think there's a problem with that at all. There's so many things that you can cleanse. Primarily Pyke's stun and Veigar's wall, as well as Zaya's root. But really it's probably for Veigar wall. That thing lasts forever.
And if you need to really cleanse away Olaf slow, then it's possible.
Yeah. Because that slow actually I believe the duration scales with how far the axe travels. So you know, if you short axe it, then the slow's not lasting very long, but Olaf is able to refresh it by throwing another axe to him. If you long axe it, Olaf's probably not going to pick up the axe, but the slow is pretty insidious.
Yeah.
So, with GT not canon on this beefy frontline engage composition, let's see what they're going to be able to do here against Guardians of the Rift. They're down one game with their backs against the wall. And, you know, hopefully they pull off a win. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I feel like Sion, as long as you don't intentionally fight Urgot too much, you should be able to stay rather healthy and alive. The other thing that I really wish is that I wish in the Spectate client you would be able to see Keystone Masteries.
Yeah, that'd be nice for sure.
Because I'm actually kind of curious, is this Race Car Predator Veigar? This, what do you call it? Glacial Augment Slow Veigar.
I think I can take a look at op.gg, actually. He's actually taken Glacial Augment.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say it's probably Glacial Augment, but I like the Race Car build.
Yeah.
Zoom around the map. But yeah, Glacial Augment just strong because you can build those Twin Shadows and you can land your cage a lot easier.
Yeah, that's a super nice synergizing ability.
I mean, like, Glacial Augment has found its niche, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah. And we've seen Ari take it nowadays as well.
Ari, Vel'Koz, Veigar. All people that can be incredibly frustrating to play against in the right hands.
Definitely.
So with this jungle matchup, Olaf and Zac, you'd expect Olaf to clear faster, try to influence the lanes a little harder. I would want, if I'm Guardians, I would want the Olaf either mid or bot lane. Top lane, it's hard to kill a Scion, but if you land an axe in mid, that can facilitate Vigar landing a cage. If you land an axe in bot, that facilitates Pyke landing a Phantom Undertow or a Bone Skewer onto Varus or Nami, who are very squishy targets. But all this remains to be seen, how it plays out. You know, if Olaf is going to be able to get that early influencing lanes off of clear speed, or if the lanes of GT not canon will play safe enough that Zac will be able to come in with a very long range engage, likely into the mid lane, onto the Vigar, who is classically immobile, give Syndra a chance to burst. You actually see that Scion Freshburger is taking Glacial Augment as well. Glacial Augment is doing so much work, especially when you get into the passive form of Scion. Your auto attacks just going to slow someone down a little bit so you can get more damage off. I wonder if I'll get the bug again. I hope I don't.
Yeah, I bet we'll get it because it's stuck at 80%.
Oh really? I have everyone at one. Oh wait, no, Rama is stuck at 80. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's a 100. Unlike last game, there are a lot more skins in this one.
Yeah, for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're actually into the game.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like that bug is a flip of a coin. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
There's no rhyme or reason behind why it happens. It just happens.
Although, are you... Oh, yeah,
Yep,
it worked.
Yep,
It worked.
Yep, I'm moving. I was actually going to say, please don't tell me that we got into game and I get the bug.
Yeah. Because there's like 2 instances of it where you can get it before or after you load in.
Or after, yeah, you're right. I was like, oh, come on. So too early. Looks like both teams are fanning out into a 5-point, maybe? Or maybe not Guardians of the Rift. Guardians of the Rift look to be stacked up at the moment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're 5-man stacking here.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Bone Skewer pulls 001 in. He's probably going to die here, yeah. Easy kill. So they're giving it to Vigar, First Blood, 400 gold.
Yeah, I think 001 there was a little bit AFK. He didn't really react quite quickly as he needed to.
I gotta say, though, kind of surprised you don't give the First Blood onto Yangsu. Just to compensate, maybe?
Yeah. The funny thing is they each got a few CS for killing the blobs. I've never seen that before.
Oh, blobs count as CS? Oh, look at that. Blobs count as CS, wow. And this Vigar is going to come into lane with a Dark Seal and a Doran's Ring. That is a rough start if you're Syndra. Dark Seal, Doran's Ring, 3 health potions, man. You can actually see sometimes Jace started his cage, which means he does get the lane shoved into him, but you know, he's up like 400 gold anyway, so not a loss.
Yeah. Definitely worth to get that cage down. And
Bone Skewer started up, misses. But yeah, you're right. Worth it to get that cage. I think he did hit it on Syndra earlier, so...
Mm-hmm. Oh no, on Zac, on Zac.
Oh yeah. Make it so Zach can't even jump out if he tried. The bone skewer is just deceptively long. Ooh, Blanca Roja gets hit up by a cage. Sometimes Jay's taking a lot of damage from the auto attacks, though. There is this ever so slight gold lead in favor of Guardians, but that's mostly off the first blood. Oh, Blanca Roja missed the stun proc. That's gotta hurt. I think it's called Force of Will, right? Oh, it's called Scatter the Weak. Force of Will is a W. Yangsu in a pretty bad spot here as he's taken very low. Blanca Roja might be going down to a playing Force to Burn Flash. Gets the Scatter the Weak off. There's the Flash Q. As Zach comes in, there's the tower shot coming in huge as Blanca Roja picks up a double kill and stays alive from the Ignite.
Yeah, sick entrance there, making up for that first blood loss. Going over to the Zach there.
I mean, he might not be Galio, but that was a hero's entrance if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, definitely.
So here in this bottom lane, Yangsu didn't burn any summoners in that situation, and neither did the bottom lane of GT. So good on both of them. Just stay disciplined. Zach's elastic slingshot's away, but Taysak still wants this. He has his Predator on, misses the initial axe throw. Still has another one up. Rauma finds the bubble. There's the Ignite. Yangsu flash away from this, as the piercing arrow means that Rauma's Ignite has the final tick for the kill.
Yeah, definitely nicely done there by Epicent.
Calling it out, saying, hey, I need help here at my red buff. I don't think he has passive up yet. Roar the Slayer does do a lot of damage to Taysak. As 001 does flash out, Scatter the Weak does find its way onto Taysak. Taysak goes down to the Syndra. Blanca Roja happy to get that. Magic Toenail does not quite have his ultimate, but it's sometimes Jace that gets the kill with the Meteor Strike of Vhagar. I know it's not actually called Meteor Strike, but I know his Q is called Baleful Strike. It's called it's Dark Matter. Okay.
And
so
actually,
2-4 kill lead.
Syndra coming out
GT.
there with the red buff as well, and she's got 3 kills.
Certainly counteracts the kill that sometimes Jace got early.
Yeah. Interesting though that she opted to buy that first buy for her as Merc Treads.
I mean, yeah, I gotta agree with you on that matter. Like, Merc Treads, not only do they decrease the stun, they just decrease Vhagar's damage against Syndra in general with the MR.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's necessarily a bad pickup, but I think it's a very defensive one.
Yeah, no, I think it actually makes a lot of sense for sure.
Oh, and there's the Merc Treads at use right there, given that tenacity. As Guardians find their way onto the Infernal Drake here. Good pickup. Pays dividends for Vhagar. Freshburger channels Unstoppable Onslaught. Forces Magic Toenails Flash. Syndra looking for the Scout of the Week, looking for the stun Zach's Elastic Slingshot goes forward. There's the Scout of the Week getting the kill onto Taysak as Yangsu pops over the wall of the vision or the blast cone. I think it was actually Blanca Roja who fired it out though. Oh man, that was just I don't think that was an intentional stun.
And this something else to note is that it's kind of left the AD carries all alone in the bot lane here, and opposing has been able to accumulate a really strong lead.
Yeah, just like last game, opposing up roughly 16 CS. Not as dominating a lead as it was last game, but very good for him nonetheless.
Yeah.
Freshburger has actually seemed very comfortable in this lane. He actually has the CS advantage.
versus this Urgot here.
Oh, that's right, yeah. And I'd be actually curious to see what the numbers are, but I'm pretty sure that Freshburger is a player that is consistently in the top CS per minute and for top laners in the league right now.
And Freshburger is, I think it's memed on about his ability more often than not. But he is a very consistent player overall, especially when you put him on these tanks.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, Aqua Prison finds its way onto Nogaria. But nothing really comes of it, as it was just used to take the ward. Bone Skewer finds its way on to Rauma, but doesn't seem to be doing anything. Freshburger is out of mana. But what you do have to note is that he actually has a Corrupting Pot charge, which gives mana, and a Biscuit, which scales with your missing mana on how much it gives back. But here in the bottom lane, Abazin going to be targeted out here. I think the red buff will do it. There's the kill coming in. Taysak might be going down for his trouble as well, though that Predator pop might be the thing that kills him. There's the auto attack that kills him going down. Now it's a double kill for 001 on this Zac here, as the Aqua Prison finds its way onto Yangsu. So it looked to be a good gank initially, but so the thing with Olaf, right? Is that when you go ham like that, you pop your ultimate so early. Yes, you deny CC, but you also lose the armor and MR that your ultimate passively gives you. And I think that's something that a lot of people forget to account for. Like, yes, you do more damage, but you also turn yourself into way more of a squishy target that can get bursted down.
Definitely. And it also kind of forces the Xayah to back on an awkward gold amount. She's only sitting on 2 longswords here and a dagger.
Ooh. 001 wanted to find the gank, almost found it actually. Freshburger taking a fair bit of damage. Finds a decimating smash, gets slowed up. There's the ignite ticking down as he screams Noxus and runs away. He can't be Magic Toenail, despite hitting the threshold.
Yeah.
Despite hitting the threshold, is not able to nab the kill.
Yeah, I can just imagine him mashing on the R button, trying to get it to go, and it's not working.
Man, I would be very upset. It's like, yes, I got him! And it's like, no, I don't got him.
Yeah.
Imagine the shock for Urgot as he sees the chains leave his belly, and it's like, ha! And then they just come back to him.
Yeah, it just feels bad, man.
Ooh, the stun comes through as chains of corruption come onto sometimes Jace as well. Not having quite as powerful performance as the Zac passive does get popped.
And that to me looked like a very choreographed setup play for them that they've like practiced before because they stood so long in the brush there.
Yeah, you had Zac coming in from behind, you had Apis on the side, and then you had Blanket Roja landing the stun in general right off the bat there. It's Taysak forced to burn the ultimate to stay alive, stay non-CC'd. Almost a full channel decimating smash getting onto Magic Toenail. He's forced to flash away from the Aqua Prison. Freshburger has his furnace on. There's the pop.
Yeah, and this just isn't getting any easier for the Urgot here.
Yeah, bonus here goes wide, but I don't really think that's much to do. GT not canon solidly in control of this game at the moment.
Yeah, we got the next Drake spawn here. It's going to be an air Drake, and see if anyone goes for that. Syndra already clearing out the bot wave now.
So air Drake is spawned. Rift Herald just dropped here in the mid lane to threaten GT. Threshberg is trapped inside the... Oh, wait, that's one heck of some synergy right there. Bone Skewer pulling you into the Vigar wall.
Yeah, I like that.
I didn't even think about that. That's actually pretty amazing, the more I think about it.
Yeah. There's a pretty cool interaction with Vigar and Tristana where you can buster shot the target into the wall, but this one's probably even better.
So that's a Cloud Drake over GT, not canon. I mean, I think it does work better for them because it gives you the chance to walk out of the Vigar cage.
Yep.
As they're sieging here, bit of a fight comes out. Here in the top lane, mid laner's duking it out. There's a Scout of the Week missing. Oh, Vigar throws his what do you call it? GLP, that's what it is. Yeah. Oh wow, look at that play. Look at that. 001.
Turning unstoppable to jump through the Vigar cage. Are you kidding me? Is 001's passive up? No, it is not. And also you see Apizan dropping 1v2 in the top lane. Bone Skewer? Nope. As Guardians actually coming back into this game a little bit more here in this situation. Freshburger, you're out of position, man. The tower's still up. Might be going down here. There's a slow. More autos coming out. Gromp coming in for some assists. Copper Prison goes wide. Comp does not have any mana left. Or, not Comp, but these team members do not have any mana left. Oh, Freshburger might be in a little bit of a bad spot as he gets spotted out, pulled back over the wall as the heal comes through from Ralma. Magic Toenail and Nogaria gonna be pushing this top lane turret down in short order.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Well, towers are now equal. There's about a 2k gold differential. You gotta be wondering, how does Guardians of the Rift get back into this game? And I think it's just off the back of finding picks like they did on the Varus there, waiting for your window of opportunity, getting a good cage with the Vigar's Event Horizon.
And it's definitely going to mean a lot for them, because if they do win this game, it's going to be their first series victory. Kind of get the monkey off their back with a few new players here coming in for them, and I think they'll definitely really, really want to win this game.
Oh, hey, there's the Cloud Drake at work, man. Got through the cage.
Yep.
I think Roja has to be careful here. He does get hit up by the slow from the GLP. Zach did not charge his Elastic Slingshot up, as he is now.
Finding the engage, gets the knockup off, finds the one. Oh, no, he didn't find any. I thought he had sometimes chasing his ass for sure. Oh no, Freshburger gets the field goal! He walks through. 001, his passive is up this time. Maybe Freshburger... Oh, Freshburger doesn't have TP to save. But 001 will be staying alive here. Blanket Roja's out of mana, so he can't keep chasing down. As you see that Taysak recognizes that, he instantaneously goes onto the mid laner of GT not canon. And now Magic Toenail looks to be getting the engages onto Apizan. Looks like he's bitten off a little more than he can chew as he's out of position. He gets slowed up. Freshburger gets the Roar of the Slayer off. Now there's the kill. Going to be coming through here very shortly, as it's Apizan who nabs it with the volley. Well, it's not the volley, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it was definitely a very strange fight. We actually saw Roma popping her Nami ult backwards when she was trying to initially engage the fight with Zac, and it sort of caused Zac to get caught out on his own and pop the Cell Division, but in the end it sort of just baited in a deeper fight from Guardians, and GT coming out on top there big time.
I mean, like, look at this game. You know, despite the 7 kill differential, Guardians are in the terrible spot. There's only a 1 turret difference, soon to be 3 short. But, you know, it's not as though their comp scales downwards. Zaya scales very well, so does Vygar. And Apizan getting stunned up here is pretty bad in this situation. It's worse to run away as Freshburger tries to be a tank line. Sometimes Jay's going to come in here, get the solo kill, or not to get the solo kill, but get the kill onto Apizan as well. Freshburger now in a bad spot. He doesn't have the ultimate available to run. He's just going to be running through the lane here as he tries to burn some time, give his teammates in the bottom lane some time to push the inner turret down. He almost has his ultimate available.
Oh, they're gonna go.
Oh, they do go on to Magic Toenail and they do get the kill. I seriously think Freshburger is waiting for his ultimate. It's almost...
Wait, he's behind them enemy lines here. I didn't even realize. He's going backwards.
Look at this. His ultimate's almost up. He's waiting for it.
Oh, he's so tanky.
Can't take it. Oh, wait, no, he's still running. Oh, no! No! Freshburger! You tried so hard. Good night, sweet prince. That means Mountain Drake is going to be started up by GT, not canon here.
Yeah. I'm not really sure how he ended up there.
Oh, it was from the top lane. When Apizan died, Freshburger was trying to be a frontline.
Oh, okay.
And he was cut off from Rama. So the only way he could run was down. And he ran it down all the way into the base, baby.
But in the meantime, we got Baron spawning here. See if anyone grabs a hold of this.
So Nogaria clears the vision that GT not canon has on the Baron buff. Rama probably going to restore it in short order. Okay, so let me see where that vision ward is. If it's okay, never mind. I was going to say if that vision ward were a little bit further out of the Baron pit, there would be a way to get a ward in. Apizan getting caught out here. Sometimes Jace trading his life for the AD carry. As the Bone Skewer does get channeled, there's the Predator pop. Taysak wants this. I guess he doesn't want it that hard. As he leaves.
I will not hold.
Freshburger just looking to punch down the tower. It's gonna go down eventually, but he's doesn't have a whole lot of AD. Bonk. Okay, there it is. Oh, double stun coming through, but the pike is here. Zac forced the ult, or sorry, rather, Olaf forced the ult away as here comes the tidal wave, hits onto Nogaria, and that means he goes down in the fight. Event Horizon coming through here. Blanket Roja is out of mana, and he does have the Urgot ult ticking down on him. Ooh, Freshburger coming in from the side here. He does slam himself into the wall, though. Or from the back.
Yeah, and we're starting to see sometimes Jace on the Vigar starting to come alive here, do a lot of damage.
I don't think that's what you wanted to do. Or wait, no, sorry, 001.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, they are all low. Apazin, yeah, this is also not what you want to be, buddy. He goes down as well. There's the death from below. As Nogaria picks up a kill. Guardians! Suddenly they have the game in their hands.
Yeah, big mistake there, 001 jumping in there. I think he just forgot how low health he was after that fight.
What I will say is that Freshburger had TP, he could have saved his teammate.
Oh, true.
Freshburger.
They are taking this Baron very quickly, though, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I don't even... Yeah, it's Pyke that ended up taking it because Smite was down. Nami Tidal Wave could have been a hero here. Just saying.
If only she accounted for the smiteless Olaf.
If only.
Yeah.
But hey, now with Baron, this gold lead is very, very small.
Mm-hmm. And it seems like it's gonna keep shrinking, you know, as time goes on, because this is a pretty good scaling comp for Guardians.
Yeah, I mean, the one that scales down the hardest is Olaf. Like, he becomes fairly less useful as the game goes on. But hey, Pyke scales up pretty well with his ultimate, you know, just getting more higher health threshold.
Yep.
Zaya scales really well. Veigar has infinite ability power gain.
Yep.
Gotta wonder what build. Okay, so Nogaria is going for the full tank build on Pyke. It's a build they're actually trying to nerf next patch.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, because like Pyke has such a decent base health value initially that, especially when he takes what do you call it? Well, we have a fight breaking out here. Magic Toenail goes down instantaneously. But it also will be Rama going down to sometimes Jace, as sometimes Jace dodges the knockup from GT not canon.
Boy, that is a very speedy Vigar.
Yeah, I mean, he has the Twin Shadows, and Twin Shadows, I believe, gives 6% movement speed.
Yeah.
And
Oop. Cage goes down.
yeah, I wonder why he is so fast, actually. Like, honestly, he's moving really quickly. Freshburger, he's not able to do anything. Uh-oh, 001! If he doesn't channel it fully! Oh no!
I think he's had a bit of a brain fart this past 10 minutes.
TP coming through here. Magic Toenail. I think they just want to push this out. Here comes Freshburger. He wants to be this front line. He wants to be the initiate. He doesn't have his ult. Taysak possibly getting caught out here. Burns the ultimate to stay alive. Freshburger's ultimate's going to be up within the next 10 seconds, I believe. Or maybe 15. As Guardians make really good use of this Baron.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think it was about a 3,000, or at least 2,500 power play for them.
But yeah, as I was saying, you just go full tank on Pyke because then you get so many like resistances.
I see.
That it's very difficult to kill you after you go in.
Yeah, and I know they want to like eventually, or he's kind of designed to be incentivized to build some damage items too, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of Pykes actually rush GA.
Yeah.
Did they just make the buffs fight each other? I could have sworn I saw Gromp hit the blue buff.
Cage match. Throw down in the jungle.
They've turned on each other. These creatures of the jungle.
This is my turf. No, this is my turf. But yeah, now Guardians solidly in control of the game.
Mm-hmm.
They look to be pushing down the bot lane. Top lane also pushing in for them. Just grabbing standing gold in this outer tower here.
Red team's turret has been
Yep.
destroyed.
Sort of a late reaction actually now from Guardians, or from GT not canon.
GT. Yeah. There's just no way in for them at the moment. There's no flank, there's no initial engage. Like, they're just trying to wave clear. Oh, but there's a way in. Sometimes Jace almost getting soloed out there. Does go down to Freshburger's unstoppable onslaught. 001 is unable to grab anyone back in with Magic Toenail drops. And then also Yangsu drops. There are multiple flashes burned forward. And I think Guardians want to push the bottom lane down. Or GT not canon wants to push the bottom lane down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was certainly really the only way for
Is this a base race?
GT to get back into the game, to win a fight there.
This can't be a base race, right? There's no
Not
way.
quite. Syndra's gonna be back there.
But it is a double super minion stacked wave here.
Yeah, that's right.
But I don't think the death timers are long enough. I think they can get an inhib at best. And you can actually see that Nogaria is stopping the entire minion wave.
Oh yeah. And they're actually respawn here. They're not gonna even get this turret.
Really well played from Nogaria here.
Yeah.
He's in a bit of a bad spot, but I think he's able to get out with the Phantom under tap.
Oh damn, nice.
Very well played from the support of Guardians.
Oh, that tidal wave gotta hurt though.
Yeah.
Hit all the members of Guardians of the Rift.
Current takes me where I need to go.
Ghostwater dive into the Bone Skewer. Does pop the Banshee's Veil. Syndra. Oh, does get the one shot off on sometimes Jace. As the Chains of Corruption also find their way onto the pike. He's able to dash away. Freshburger brings his ultimate to run down the mid lane. As now GT not canon is seems to be firing on all cylinders in response to what Guardians is putting forward.
Ooh.
And without this Vigard, they just have to run. Oh man, that was a good Bone Skewer.
Yeah. So multiple mistakes here from Guardians might cost them the Baron.
They're still positioning rather aggressively for it. Vigard is not up yet. 001 throws himself into the line here. Baron getting very low. 2k health, 1k health. Oh, but it's actually the blue team. It's Guardians who walk in there and steal the Baron. They say, we want this. This is ours now. As Magic Toenail pushes it, or pulls in 001 for the kill. Freshburger will be going down in short order as well, as Xayah Yangsu drops. But this might be the game. There is a wave in mid lane.
That's an absolute tragedy for GT not canon.
You can actually see that 001 smite is up. It got smited at 910.
Damn. And Magic Tunnel's still alive, so he can do a lot of damage.
Well, I mean, the other issue is sometimes Jace is still up too. He's just gonna nuke these turrets. Oh, but they're just gonna back off because death timers.
Yeah, smart by them.
Yeah, I guess I'm getting a little too hypey. Oh, that's unfortunate. Blanket Roja bringing his ultimate there. Unleash power.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
But yeah, that Baron steal is huge for Guardians.
Yeah, it definitely keeps them a bit more afloat here. They don't have to play defense quite as much.
Oh, Appleton gets hit by the slow as he walks away. And see, Nogueira now has his GA as well. He has a lot of armor. Not much MR though. Spooky ghosts! Able to pop Roja's Banshee's Veil. The inhib is still up. Oh, that's a good stun. Finding its way onto sometimes Jace. Scatter the Weak doing a little bit of work there. As the Chains of Corruption do come out and hit Magic Toenail, he dashes away to safety. Does take a fair bit of damage. Oh, but sometimes Jace forced to pop the Zanyas as he gets a little bit caught. Freshburger popped his Gargoyle Stone Plate. He's very, very tanky. But Guardians are just content to keep pushing this. Like, they have the Baron buff. They have an Infernal Drake. The Mountain Drake is up right now, but yeah, I think they just want to try to find the fight and win. Oh, but that's a massive ultimate 001 as he pulls in 3 members of Guardians, and now it's actually Taysak is going to be going down almost in short order here. One more auto will do it, and there he goes. Freshburger falls down to 100, or to, I keep saying 100D, yeah, to Yangsu and sometimes Jace. No, but the Vicar ultimate barely fails to kill Blanket Roja, as it's actually Nogueira who comes in and gets the kill with a death from below from Pike. That was a huge ulti from 001.
Yeah, definitely more than making up for his mistakes early on in the game, and Aposin doing a ton of damage on the Varus as well.
And these aren't long enough death timers that an inhibitor might be going down. I think the inhib tower goes though.
Yeah, it's gonna be close. I think they can actually get the inhib here if they want to.
They need to.
Ooh.
Yeah, he jumps away. Apizan getting a little bit slowed here. So Righteous Glory does get popped. Oh, Chain of Corruption also burned from Apizan. But it's not the longest of cooldowns. This is a very back and forth game.
Yep. And I think I'm kind of split over the decision for Guardians to continue to siege down that inhib. I'm not really sure if it was the best idea, but the Mountain Drake's gonna get started up here by GT.
Let's see if this one gets stolen. I don't think there's a reason to try to like steal it, and there's no flash available on Taysak. Now, a double Mountain Drake does mean, and the next Drake that's coming up is going to be Elder. So, you know, in this situation, you got to think about Elder is going to burn really, really fast, and it's a 4 Drake Elder for GT. Guardians cannot let this. They either need to end the game before Elder spawns, or they can't let GT grab Elder, because if they do and GT forces a fight, it's almost certainly over for them.
Yeah, that's right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, Nogueira able to stay alive, but the lack of MR on him is very noticeable. He does burn Unleashed Power, though, so very good on him.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that he was able to stay alive, because
he has no MR.
Yeah, that Cinder is super far ahead as well.
Actually, he just bought a little bit of MR. How about that?
He lucked out.
Yeah. This Vigar has... Let's see how much ability power. 938. Just a casual 938. Doesn't even have death cap. Oh, it does have death cap. Okay, I was gonna say, don't tell me he doesn't have death cap and he has that much ability power. Blanket Roja getting a little bit caught out here as 001 finds another huge in-game. It's not good enough because there's no one else there to follow up with him. Freshburger comes in here on the back line, but he also not quite there. They need the Varus or the DPS.
So nice engage by him, but Aposin was just completing a recall there, so not gonna result in anything, unfortunately, for GT.
Man, this is such a back and forth game. I can't. Like, you know, we're gonna be approaching the point where goal difference doesn't matter soon.
Yeah.
Like within the next, 5K for both teams.
Yeah, there is the saving grace, I think, is that Guardians is gonna be able to get this Baron fight.
Nogaria. Oh, okay. He just Phantom Undertows over the wall to safety.
And Guardians has the kind of comp that really benefits from fighting within these constricted areas with the Vigar, so they should benefit from a fight if it breaks out here.
Oh, the Baron's getting started up. GT not canon, you have double mountain. Don't lose this one. And this time they elect, like, hey, we're not fighting over this one. Either we're going to take the fight and win it and then get the Baron, or we're just going to back off, make sure the wave crashes in here top. So they have to respond to something. Wave is also pushing in through middle automatically because of the super minions. Rauma gets pulled in. Might be going down, forced to flash away. Freshburger finds a multi-man ultimate to the unstoppable onslaught. Magic Toenail burns his Guardian, or Gargoyle Stoneplate. This 001 gets pulled in, but I think his passive is up. Oh, but his passive is up, but Toenail actually died before he could get it off. Zac does go down in the end. It's actually sometimes Jace who's still alive in the backside of all this. Yangsu is also still alive. Rauma, oh, the stun comes through and takes out Yangsu, but he has his GA up. Yangsu able to get the kill. He has one, he has two. Oh, but he's not able to get three here. Well, it wasn't actually three. I see that because Nogaria got it. There is a huge wave in bottom lane that needs to be responded to, and a building wave in top lane. I think it'd be very ambitious if Nogaria thought he could kill this. And there's not much point in continuing to interrupt the back. I don't know. They're just annoying each other at this point. Oh my god. Abizin, just walk away.
Just walk away.
Just walk away, man. So the inhibitor has respawned for Guardians, as we have hit the 40-minute mark on this game. Like, okay, so here's the other thing. At a certain point, the game can be so far along that if you lose this game, if you're Guardians, you will be fatigued, like, in the next one, and you will be demoralized after losing a game where you stole a Baron and you had a Baron. Like, so you gotta think, like, Guardians are just as pressured, if not more, in this situation to beat GT not canon here and now.
Yeah, that's definitely right. That's why game 2s can be so important. It's usually the game that can dictate where the momentum swings.
The Elders is spawning in 30 seconds, but GT not canon is not positioned around it. Honestly, I would say go for Elder. Let the Baron go. You can you have the ability to force fights with Zac and Scion. If the Elder Drake does come up, you can just use Varus to take it. But Rauma's getting caught out here. Unstoppable. A 001's going to be going down here. There's not going to be a trade now. This is just going to be Baron for Guardians.
Although Elder Drake just spawned, but it looks like they're not going for it.
Nope. No steal coming through here as Freshburger is channeling his ultimate to back up Apizin. Apizin, a little bit of a bad position here. But now it's GT not canon that are in a very bad spot. Nogaria burns his Magic Toenail is actually very low. Okay, no. Sometimes Jay's still alive. You have to watch this guy. Freshburger pops his Gargoyle Stoneplate, doubles his health, stays alive pretty well. Looks like Guardians want to reset. as GT looks to be pressuring now for this Elder Drake.
Yeah, this is a big mistake from Guardians. They want to make use of their Baron buff as much as they can, but given that Zac was down for an extra 25 seconds, they could have taken Elder themselves.
And now they're pressuring for it. There's no smite available for Guardians. Or for GT, rather. Not quite yet.
Zac's here now.
Zac needs to get in the fight. Finds the knockup, gets onto one, but oh, he goes down.
Wow.
His Elder's still up. Freshburger tries to disrupt in the backline, give his team time to take the Elder. There's the Chains of Corruption coming through. Toenail goes down to Apis, and Apis godlike as he finally drops to the Veigar. Freshburger wants the hits onto his sometimes chase, but it's not good enough. As now this Elder Drake resets, and there's no way that GT can contest here, as both Blanca Roja and Rauma are relatively out of mana.
Yeah, and I think possibly Guardians could have gone straight mid there to end the game, but they decided to take a bit of a more safe approach and finish off that Elder, make sure that they get that buff before they siege.
Mm-hmm. It's only a 1 Drake Elder, so it's not super strong on them. Like, the second Elder will be way more meaningful.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, in this situation, Guardians, you gotta be thinking, like, hey, we need to end the game. We have scaling on our side. As long as Veigar stays alive, we win fights.
Yeah, that certainly seems to be the case. Veigar is super big now. He's just completed his Zanya's Hourglass, so he'll have that up just about every single fight now. But I would really like to see them group into a lane right now. It seems like they're taking their sweet time with things.
This Veigar has almost 1.4k AP. Like, come on.
Wow.
He is at one-shot potential. For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Which, you know, all the more provides reasoning that Guardians should be trying to end the game as much as they can right now.
Yep. And if you're...
Because Freshburger, like, he is only going to get tankier. And he is very, very tanky.
Uh-huh. If you're GT not canon here, you're nodding your head in agreement because this is a strange call from Guardians to come to the mid lane here.
There's the tidal wave, it only knocks up one. The Veigar ultimate was actually burned on Freshburger. He does finally go down.
And this is actually really good for GT. Baron buff gonna fall off here. Not much usage out of the Elder Drake, and Guardians making a huge mistake here by going mid lane, not being able to knock down any of their side lanes.
You should have gone like top or bottom. Try to push down the other towers.
Yep, for sure. Oh, but they want to fight.
Oh, 001 wanted it. Not quite gonna be able to find it.
Yeah, and Zac not having flash now means that he's got a little bit less mobility to get in there and start fights, so it's going to be a bit rougher for them starting fights.
So this is really all about sometimes Jace. If sometimes Jace just stays alive in the fights, he's going to be pumping out so much damage no matter what. Oh, Nogaria once again stays alive from the unleashed power. Freshburger has the unstoppable onslaught, finds its way onto sometimes Jace. Sometimes Jace instantaneously goes down. Magic Toenail in the backside trying to get a kill. He does get his GA pops, which means his ultimate isn't going to kill anyone. Blanca Roja bounces Taysak back. His Taysak is very low now. Magic Toenail as well. Aqua Prison almost finds its way onto the backline, but Nogaria also wanted to get the ultimate Pike off onto the rest of GT not canon, was unable to find it. Yangsu in a really bad spot, instantaneously gets popped, but GT not canon needs to back off. They need to defend the bottom lane and the mid lane right now.
That's right, the minions knocking down bot lane turret right now. You wonder though
That's the fight that GT wanted, honestly.
This turret has been destroyed.
Defend the end. Save the Nexus! So they do lose an inhib tower in exchange. And once again, the gold lead is not mattering a whole lot at this point.
Yeah, these fights will definitely be largely influenced by the next neutral buffs and who is able to capture them.
Oh, Chains of Corruption finds its way onto Taysak here. He will be going down. One more auto attack will do it. That's really important pickup, which means it's going to be a very little amount of backline disruption if a fight does break out here.
Yeah, and
GT not Canon just wants to take it slow, it seems.
Yeah, you start to look at the death timer as well on Olaf. It's going to be him respawning after the Baron spawns, so there might be an opportunity here for GT to start out the Baron.
Oh, but here's the ultimate from Freshberg coming in here. 001 taken very low. Channeling his... Oh, but he gets killed mid-flight. Apizin forced to burn Flash away from the cage. Bone Skewer does find its way onto Freshburgers. He might be going down in this situation. General is decimating Smash, but I don't think it's going to do anything. Apizin is now locked in the cage. He does get pulled back into it. Aqua Prison finds its way onto sometimes Jace, but... Oh, man, Apizin. Instantly popped. Blanca Rojas split pushing in the bottom lane here. I don't think he's going to get much done. And Baron has already spawned. This is disastrous for GT.
It looks like they're going to ignore Blanky in the bot lane. He could have stayed there. He does have double Mountain Drake to take down that inhib turret, but actually Urgot is back.
Off his Urgot spot, yeah.
So all of GT Cannon's hard work there to come back just kind of gets thrown in the gutter because of that poor fight.
Okay, so this is the fourth Baron in this.
Yeah,
fourth Baron in this game.
Yep. Oh boy.
4 Barons. Escapist.
This game...
all four have gone to Guardians.
Oh my gosh, is that right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Their Baron usage has not been particularly efficient this game, yeah.
If Guardians somehow managed to lose this game, I would be so tilted. I would be like, we lost a game where we had 4 Barons, we had scaling on our side.
Yeah.
We even had an Elder Drake. And Elder's up in 120.
I mean, I really hope they don't lose it, because if they do, then it's just like mayhem
going on again.
Yeah. Oh.
Sun finds its way onto Taysak. This is a 50-minute game. My god.
They still want that mid lane inhib, which is just probably the worst thing they could go for right now, actually.
They have bot lane shoving in, they have top lane shoving in, they have the lane set for the push.
Yeah.
I just think they should have gone top at this point. Like, you have exposed inhibitors in mid and bot. Unless you're gonna force a fight and win it, you shouldn't be good.
Well, you'll notice that...
Ooh, Yangsu getting popped down. Very low.
I think he's dead.
Apizin slays him, and oh, it's actually Chase that goes down as well. Double kill for Apizin. The death timers are so long.
Yeah, this is a nightmare.
And Freshberg is so tanky.
I think that's game, actually.
This might be game.
I think we're going to game 3.
Oh my god, I think this is going to game 3.
Oh no.
Oh
no. Yeah, they have the Scion, they have the Zac, they can take up these turrets. Oh, Pyke's trying to backdoor.
There's nothing he can do here.
Yeah, he doesn't do enough.
My god.
By the light.
Oh my god. By the holy light.
Yeah. Oh, we can take a look at the score lines here to see who did the most damage. I'm sure that sometimes Jace is close to the top, but I think Opposin might have actually taken it.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, I'm wrong.
Oh, really?
Yangsu topped the damage charts with 74k damage, and Blanky Roja was second with 71,000.
Well, when you consider the fact that they had to burn through a Jace and Ion, like, damage is kind of inflated.
That's true. But yeah, just Guardians' insistence on going mid lane for 3 consecutive Barons definitely was a head scratcher. Well, the first one they managed to break the mid him, but the next ones they just
the second one they stole.
Oh, that's right.
But the third and fourth,
yeah.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, fool me 3 times, fool me 4 times.
Oh, tragic.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe that just happened. I watched it happen, which means it happened. But I can't believe that just happened.
Do you remember who said they lose internet or whatever?
Taysak, I think. But I think he said it was a joke.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm glad that this is the 8:30 game, not the 9:30 one.
Holy cow. I am shook.
Yeah, and after that performance, I think if you're GT not canon, you kind of have a good read on how to play against this team. You kind of just have to play slow, play cautiously, and eventually you can just think them in terms of macro. I think it's just gonna make this game a lot easier for GT.
I'm so tempted to type into chat, I'm tilted. But that'd be so mean.
Yeah, think about how Guardians is feeling right now.
I mean, honestly, Jason Yangsu getting caught out there in the fight is literally what ended the game.
Jason Yangsu, yeah.
Like, Taysak dropped eventually, but there's nothing that, or no, it's not Taysak. Toenail dropped eventually, but there's nothing that Taysak and Nogueira could have done to stop the push.
Yeah.
Nogueira did his best to try to backdoor, but he is backdooring without anything available.
Like, maybe if Toenail had survived that, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't see any way for the pair of them, the Olaf and the Pike, to save the game at that point. So, definitely a miscalculation in terms of the amount of risk that was involved with sieging that inhib. It definitely cost them the game.
Man, what a game. What a series.
Yeah. And this game, actually, GT, not canon, has the side selection, and they've decided to stay on red side.
Hey, they just won on red side.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was kind of surprised that Guardians elected to go to blue.
Yeah, that's right.
Red side OP.
Yeah, maybe they thought they had the disadvantage on red side, but I mean, I don't think the side really matters too much because of how that game went. Mm-hmm. Just because it seemed like there were, so many errors and so many mistakes that it's really the team that makes the less mistakes that has most of the time has the edge in this series.
I'm just gonna toss that out there, just to
speed it up. But I definitely think both of these teams should try to come back to this series and review it like in VODs or something, just because of how much there is to learn for both of these teams. I think they have a lot more they can improve on, so hopefully they can go back to the drawing board a bit, see what they can improve in game, not necessarily in the draft, but definitely in game, and I think they'll get a lot of benefit from it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the drafts are going necessarily poorly. It's just so I remember how both Yangsu and sometimes Jace died in that last fight. Yangsu got hit by Syndra stun, and I think he had ulti up. So in that situation, you should just the moment you see the stun come out, like you should know like it's gonna hit me. I have to ult.
Yeah.
I have no idea what sometimes Jace is doing on the side. Maybe he was looking for. He doesn't need to be trying to assassinate. He just needs to throw his cage down and zone off the backline.
Yeah. I mean, it's really tough to react to Scatter the Weak from Syndra in time, but I definitely agree with you. If you're in that sort of situation, you need to not put yourself in that situation as best as you can, and an ultimate would have been really, really good. So I believe Zoe's already been banned the first 2 games, so nothing new here.
I want a turn.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Darius being banned against Freshburger feels bad. Anyway.
Oh.
End of the line.
I think Guardians or GT is just like, okay, we have a good read on it now. We know what we want to ban. We know what we want to play. Ooh, Sion finally getting banned out in this series, or once again getting banned out in this series. And I would say Freshburger's Sion was pivotal insofar as like he was just so tanky. Like, how do you burn through a 5k health Sion that pops Gargoyle Stone Plate? You don't. Like,
yeah, for sure. I mean, Yangsu was eventually burning through him. It just took the whole entire duration of Gargoyle Stone Plate to like wear off, and then he could actually do it.
Mm-hmm. So the Kaisa not being banned means that it's going to be picked up immediately here for Yangsu. Scales really well.
Yeah, and you know they didn't. Guardians didn't ban Syndra this time, so I'll be interested to see if Blanky Roja takes that as well. He's gonna have the ability to counter pick as well.
Guardian or GT not canon potentially looking to take control of the early pick.
Yeah.
What will Taysak pick now? I don't think the Olaf was terrible, but once again, like its impact as the game went on was less and less. Nidalee.
Oh man.
That's a volatile pick because if Nidalee falls behind. Oh, the Ornn wasn't banned this time around.
Yeah. But yeah, this is actually, I like this Nidalee paired with Kai'Sa because it makes up for a little bit of Kai'Sa's weaknesses, but at the same time I feel like you could have found maybe another early game jungler that was a little bit more effective than Nidalee. But maybe Taisik is actually a secret really good Nidalee. Yeah.
Taisek's actually a cat sexual.
And yeah, paired or going up against the Nocturne too, it seems a little bit strange. Maybe she's hoping to get some like invades going on. But I feel like Nocturne is a pretty decent jungler against even a Nidalee.
Yeah, I'd say that overall.
Your commands tire me.
Vygar being banned out now.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Syndra was taken away as well.
Are you certain?
Oh, and LeBlanc. So I wonder if we might actually get Blanky Roja on one of his other signature picks like Lissandra. We'll see what he decides to go for.
Tahm Kench is available, but it will be the Janna for Rama. Rama definitely seems to favor enchanted supports. Yangsu already has the Kai'Sa. What will he be picking? His name is sometimes Jace. Wow. When all else fails, you go to comfort, right? You know? Like,
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's going to be an interesting one. I definitely don't really see much value in picking the Jace here, but if it is something that he's super comfortable on in the mid lane, then it could be a bit of a sneaky pick that could maybe take over the game.
as his name implies, he must play it at least sometimes.
Yeah, I don't think he's played it that often recently in solo queue, but I think in previous seasons he has quite a few games on it.
And you're right, there's the Lissandra pick for Blanky Roja.
Yeah, actually, sometimes Jay's playing just 19 games on it this season in solo queue. But this is a player that has swapped away from solo lanes. I think he's primarily started playing... Well, actually, I take that back. He does have quite a few Annie games that I assume are in the mid lane now, but he also has played a decent amount of support. And he played a few games for Guardians in that capacity as well. But Jace is his most played champion in Season 5 and Season 6, so...
So, Yangsu has 2 games of Kai'Sa and solo queue. He has lost both of them.
Yeah, that doesn't bode well, and I think we've seen Yangsu's Kai'Sa come out in Game 3's previous times this season, and it hasn't worked out very well. Guardians of the Rift, actually, I believe, is 0-2 already on the season in Game 3s.
Yeah, they are.
So maybe they can turn around their Game 3 woes in this series. I don't think it's too likely, but it would be certainly really exciting to see.
Well, I mean, I have some stats that are pretty interesting here.
Mm-hmm.
Toenail has a 63.8% win rate on Orb, 47 games played.
Okay.
Taysak has a 55.8% win rate with 43 games played.
Oh.
So the other things that you have to consider, though, is that I mentioned Yangsu's Nogaria. He has 6 games played on Tahm Kench. He has a 16.7% win rate. I think that's like 1 win.
Yeah, I think so.
So potentially have drafted a weaker bot lane for themselves.
Yeah, if you go off of the strength of their solo queue performances, sure.
But solo queue is not 5s. I understand that. Don't worry, I understand that. But, you know, picking something that you're historically not performing well on just doesn't inspire confidence in you.
Uh-huh.
It's like being told to pick something. It's like you understand why everyone's telling you to pick it. It's just like in your gut you have that feeling, this ain't gonna go well, man.
Yeah, that is sort of what the vibe I might be getting from it, but at the same time it almost seems like Kaisa isn't a champion that you would be forced to play. I think it's like also a champion that's like fun, so but certainly the Tahm Kench seems a bit forced.
Yeah, I mean, Tahm Kench can definitely devour the Nocturne target or the Lysandra target or even the Earth target, although I think if you got like sticking down on you, for instance, you can still get pulled out of Tahm Kench's belly. Which probably isn't too enjoyable for Tahm Kench, but
yeah, and actually we have seen Guardians have success with the Tahm. They played a really magnificent game, I believe, 2 weeks ago when sometimes Jace was playing support. Obviously this isn't the same player, but they have had success on the pick, so it makes sense from that point.
Yeah, and there's just a lot of things that Tahm Kench can use Devour on someone for here in this situation.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, there are a lot of things, and there are more than one target. So, Tahm Kench, yeah, you can Devour, like, let's say Taysak gets jumped on. Oh, yeah, you Devour the... Well, now, Jace and Kaisa are more available as targets as well.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Remain to be seen how they can play around all of these engage tools and lockdown tools that GT Not Canon has drafted for themselves here.
Yeah, I think and another point to make is even though Tahm Kench does have a lot of opportunities to save his one of his carries, at the same time there is so many ultimates and CCs and slows on the side of GT Not Canon that he might not even be able to save one. He might be able to, or he might end up getting CC'd himself in the process. So we'll see how that works out.
Gotta say, not fully confident, or not fully happy with the Janna running Ignite here. Like, I understand you're into a melee matchup, you want to Tahm Kench a lot, but I don't think you need to run Ignite when you have so many exhaustible targets.
Okay.
Like, I think Ignite is something that a lot of supports as a standard go, and I like Ignite. I'm someone who in probably, like, let's say 49 games out of 50, I will go Ignite. But in this situation, I actually might have gone Exhaust, just because you want to be able to exhaust the Jace, Nidalee, or Kaisa, especially when Nidalee and Kaisa and Jace even they have all abilities that they throw themselves forward to get burst off.
Yeah.
So exhaust can be vital to deny that burst, and it will make sure that they get slowed and deal less damage.
Yeah, I think I'd personally say that taking Ignite is perfectly fine in this situation because of how weak exhaust seems to be recently. But those are good points. Saving your carry just one time with it can mean the difference between the game and not the game,
Okay, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Fingers crossed.
Right?
I got it.
Yes. I feel like if it fails for one person, it fails for everyone.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
You see blue side pings from the team comp of Guardians here onto the red side of GT. They don't have the same comp that they had last time where they can possibly find one person and lock them down. Freshburger sees this. And there's no way they're killing Freshburger. You might land.
So, and they're not grabbing deep vision. This was literally a 5-man invade that had very little purpose.
Yeah, that definitely does not work out too well for them.
And on the flip side of it, you can see the GT not cannons like, okay, let's ward the red buff.
Exactly.
Although, I guess... Okay, yeah. So, Apizan and Rama just don't have to, like, they can't show themselves for a little bit. But the position that they will be showing themselves from the brushes just implies that 001 went for a red buff start. Roja getting a little zoned off here. This just might be a solo... Okay, yeah. That could be a solo kill because sometimes Jace does have Ignite.
And that actually means so much for him because he was able to zone out Lissandra from a couple of minions of XP as well.
Yeah, Burning Colossal level 1 is so vital, and you see sometimes Jace going in for the solo kill here immediately. Trying to get First blood. Hey man.
Wow,
19 games.
Yeah, I'm impressed. That was definitely a good showing there.
Yeah, that was very well played from him. Burning also the teleport from Blanket Roja immediately.
At the same time,
he's getting tracked here.
Oh, what's it?
He is getting tracked. Like, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it was also a bit of a poor performance there from Blanky because he shouldn't have been standing on the right side of the minion wave there, and he should have just been hiding behind his minions.
Yeah, he should have just been behind the turret initially.
Yeah.
Abizan getting a lot of damage off onto Yangsu in this situation. Freshburger getting very well. Yeah. Oh, Blanket Roja getting caught out once more. Oh. 001. Oh no, he flashed for the auto.
Now he's gonna get...
Blanket Roja goes down. Abizan goes down. 001 not even able to nab the kill onto... Oh no! Terrible for GT.
That went about as poorly as it could possibly go for GT.
The only thing that would make it worse is if Toenail soloed Freshburger in top lane and it was across the map. That's the only thing that could have made it worse.
Yeah.
Well, almost an across the map base. Rama didn't go down, but man, that's bad for GT.
Yeah, and it kind of speaks to the adaptability of this team as well. Like, I would think if I was in GT's position, I would just go for late game and just play super safe and stuff because of how poorly Guardians played throughout the end parts of last game, but they decided to take that fight and it works against them.
Abin's gonna hit up by the tongue here. You can actually see 001 hovering around this side. Taysak. Okay, yes, Mike. I was about to say.
Yeah, I was too. He actually hasn't backed yet either, so...
And he does have a fair bit of gold in his pocket at the moment.
Yeah, that's actually a lot of gold for level 4, for sure.
Now he'll be backing. Yeah, with the kill and the assist and that much gold up in terms of farming.
Yeah.
Sometimes Jace is just pressuring Blanket Roja here. But as you can see, every single time he goes in for the power slam, he gets hit up by Lissandra's Ring of Frost.
Yeah.
Oh, but Taysak's here in the side lane, or in the side brush rather. He is in the side lane now.
Wow.
Absent goes down. Easy kill for Taysak.
Yeah, nice job by Taysak hanging on to the spear there. making Appleson dodge a few more times, slowing him down.
Yeah, now in this situation, it looks like, you know, you're up 5-0, 2k gold at 6 minutes, not shabby at all. Like, despite your loss last game, I guess Guardians are just like, look, that was a fluke. Like,
Yeah.
our comp didn't play it out very well, but you know what? We have this. We have this on lock.
Yeah, they do have to be efficient about how they go about this, though, because that Jace and that Nidalee are gonna have difficulty in the late game.
But you can see the Nidalee just sitting here.
Yeah.
Jace's 5 to 0014 at the moment.
Yeah.
Jace is also here in the bottom lane. I don't know why the camera's staying top.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm trying to move it.
Finds the damage onto 001, gets the spell shield off. Oh man! That was a full lane spear. Or full range.
Yeah.
Sometimes Jace looking for more damage. He does get the enhanced shot off. Man, Blanket Roja is very, very low. Sometimes Jace doesn't have mana quite yet. Oh, but he will get the Ignite off. Blanket Roja forced to ult defensively to restore the health.
I think he had the kill there. He just didn't end up following up on the Ignite.
Yeah, I think he just thought the Ignite would get it. He didn't account for Blanket Roja.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Rushburger not having that great a time against... Blanket Roja probably going to be going down here one more. Oh, 001 burns the flash, but he goes down to the last op. This Appleson taking a lot of damage here. Nocturne pops the ulti against Taysak. Looking for it. Dodges the spear. Throws out Dustbringer. But hey, GT not canon on the board now.
That's right. And in a comp that should outscale the Guardians.
Should.
Yeah, should. And for the first time in this series, we actually see Yangsu getting that CS lead that has been quite hard for him to accumulate.
Yeah, it's just been eluding him this entire time.
Yep.
A lot of action here in the bottom lane. 001 pops the spell shield a little bit early. Rook comes down for the roam. He has the glacial path forward, but it's actually the enhanced shot that kills Appleson, and it's Guardian to take the easy first tower.
Oh my!
Oh, flash, tongue lash for the kill. There's so much poke coming out from this composition the Guardians have put together.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe they should just take the Ocean Drake right now.
Oh man, that'd be so nice for
Get
them.
that mana sustained. Yeah. Follow the Flourish God. Just interrupting the back. Oh, almost steals the large wolf too.
Oh, she's going for it.
I think 001 dies here. Stays alive by the grace of Tom Catch.
Yeah. And they get to clear away that control ward while they're at it. And definitely the good thing about... Oh, we got a fight going on now.
No, Freshburger, you're not in a good position, man. You do have... I wonder why he just dodged up top. Now he's gonna get devoured. Oh, the Void Seeker does miss, though. There's the flash out. I don't think he can stay alive here. Nocturne ulti.
Just at the kill on the Kaisa. Oh, this actually turns out very well for GT not canon.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting very tired.
Hey, me too, man. No worries. Oh, Spear lands on
Oh,
him.
that's a javelin throw that lands its way onto Apizin very well. Yeah, so GT not canon firing back here. Turn the turret back. But it's actually Magic Toenail that's been pushing in this bottom lane this entire time. I don't think he has a lot of damage on the turret though. Yeah, not that much.
And I was going to say before that all happened that the champions that Guardians have picked, the good thing about them is that they don't really rely so much on macro skill. They can sort of outmuscle the opponent without much of a thought there, just going straight at them and poking them down, sieging and whatnot. But if they continue to make mistakes, such as they just did, then it is definitely going to hurt them in the long run. But for the time being, you know, they're sitting on a gold lead here. They should be able to...
Yeah, roughly 2k. Nothing too shabby.
Yeah,
yeah.
Space
walking forward.
And they should be able to use this Rift Herald when they eventually get it now to siege up a turret or two.
So immediately going in for Apizin. Apizin does not have his ultimate available. First to bring the flash, but I think he might die anyway. Yeah, he does. No GotR. Getting a kill with that tongue lash again. Good pick. You're in a bad spot, buddy. Nocturne Paranoia gets burned onto the Tom Kench. Might be going down. Pops the gray health, thick skin. Staying thick, as you might say. GotR does eventually go down to double up. He does get ulted by the Kaisa.
Oh, man! Nice javelin throw. I don't think the tower goes down.
Ooh, that hurts.
Yeah. Oh, flash forward into Ring of Frost, into the ultimate of their Frozen Tomb, I think it is. Very well done from Blanky Roja to play aggressively.
Yeah, for sure. But definitely disappointing as well. Just waste that Rift Herald and they pay for it.
There's the call of the Forge guy again. Almost be certainly hitting the burger as he tries to dash out. Does get knocked up. Dyke ticking down. That's the kill over to Magic Toenail.
Yep, Magic Toenail finally getting in on the action here. He was absent from all the other earlier fights.
Well, Guardian's looking to be grabbing up another tower here in short. Very low. They just need to sneeze on that tower and it goes down.
Oh yeah, certainly. Dragon gonna be
this
strong.
game proving to be this game proving to be similar to the last games, and I think it is a Mountain Drake, but insofar as, you know, the teams are just going back and forth here.
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot of back and forth fights.
Nogaria? You gonna move? Okay, there you are. I thought my game was lagging or something because you just stopped moving.
Yeah.
Apizan not having quite the same game that he did last, where he was doing so much damage. But oh, Tom Kench going to be ulting in here in Blanket Roja.
Well, I think he forgot his passenger.
Like I don't think there's much that Blanket Roja can do. Wait, she ulted him. Oh, I think she meant to ult. Blanket Roja goes down to Nogueira. Or it's Nogueira. Look at it. Oh, that was a nice stun. Found its way onto the Magic Toenails. As the Ignite does tick down, and this will be the inner down in the favor of GT, not Canon. As they're the ones who now take the tower lead, and they have a big wave here.
It looks like it's going down as well.
Yeah, I assume so. I don't think that... Yeah. That's a very good crack on the base. Bang. Call of Forge God does get called through here as Blanket Roja does channel it down. I don't think he did that. His team is going to book it anyway. Apizan being a bit on the front line here.
Oh.
Yangsu. Oh, Freshburger flashes forward looking for the stun, but it doesn't land. Nogueira also goes back. His Magic Toenails finds a searing charge forward into the wall. As Taysak is also getting a bit pressured here.
Oh.
On the other side of this all, Blanket Roja goes down to Magic Toenail and Yangsu's combined damage. Now it's Apizan who's in a bad spot as the Javelin Toss does find him. GT, not Canon, bit off way more than they can chew in this situation, and I'm actually not sure why sometimes Chase decided back here. Oh, Taysak is just finding spear after spear.
That's so sad that sometimes Jace decided back because they could have gotten an inhib there.
Yeah, I'm actually completely flabbergasted as to why he decided to back.
Yeah, I can only think that he's just too tired to peer at the other part of the map.
He's for those kills, man.
I don't know.
He's like, I need in on this.
Yeah.
He doesn't get in on it though.
Looking for those fantasy points, perhaps.
I'd just be looking for the win. Like, honestly.
Oh, I'm sure, but...
So, silver lining for GT, you did crack the base, now the top lane inhibitor is exposed. You know, in the middle and the bottom lanes, they have both their outer turrets. So that's not that great for you. Like, this Kai'Sa is going to scale up. Like, that's what all the eggs in the basket are for the late game. Like, especially when you consider Nidalee's heal. Scaling with missing health, giving an attack speed there. Apizan is so far forward here. Why did he flashed in?
I don't know what happened there.
For the Kai'Sa, I guess, but Yangsu just stays alive.
Yeah, and both solo laners for GT are in the side lanes still. They're gonna have to hightail it back to save this inhib.
Yeah. Gotta back her right now.
But even then, I don't think it's likely that they can save it.
Yeah, I think this is the inhib going down here. 20-minute inhibitor, not shabby at all. Thing going on to Baron for Guardians here.
Yep.
Multiple people wanted to get top pitch today.
Well, they've cleared out vision nicely here.
Yeah, they have. Oh, Freshburger face checking a little bit. It's gonna be caught out. It's very low. There's the Kai'Sa ultimate forward. Freshburger does go down. The Sandra in the back of it all casts Frozen Tomb on herself, which means that 2 kills go over to 001.
Oh, what did he do that for?
Oh, Blanket Roja! I think he thought he could burst.
Yeah. Oh, Kai'Sa's still alive.
Whew! That Nidalee spear.
Kai'Sa sitting on 2,000 gold now. Definitely going to be a nice recall for her.
Yeah, Yangsu, despite that solo queue win rate, but proving me wrong.
Yeah. But I think the star of the match has definitely been Tysek on the Nidalee.
Yeah.
Or Taysek. He's contributed a lot for his bot lane in terms of pressure, putting Appos in behind and killing him multiple times.
And just finding spear after spear onto the priority target.
Yeah. And a lot of times in flashy fashion.
That enhanced shock blast just did almost half of Appison's health.
Yeah. Guardian's also having that luxury of a Mountain Drake and a Ocean Drake, so this might go down pretty quick.
Yep, they started up the Baron, 3 people. Now the Kais is here. It's been spotted out by GT not canon, but I think they can keep going here. Nocturne does have ultimate available, but he needs vision into the pit if he wants to steal it. Oh, he stole it!
Yeah.
What a play.
That was pretty remarkable.
001 says, hey, you remember your steal? Way.
And Nocturne actually, in the process, managed to shut down Taysek, so that's 850 gold for him.
Freshburger is a little bit caught out here, but wait, there's no one in Nogaria's belly again.
Yeah.
He traveled solo. Freshburger is pretty tanky. I think he's going to go down. Oh, he does flash. Is he able to get over the wall? He is. He's running it out. But for all intents and purposes, this is a defensive Baron. This is a we denied it from you Baron.
Yeah. And
although Freshburger was able to get 1 tower in the ball.
Oh, true. Ironic as well, because this is the first Baron that GT not canon has been able to get in the past 2 games.
Yeah. It's a great steal, honestly, from 001. But I think, Guardians still very much know that they're in the driver's seat of this game.
Yeah. The problem is they really haven't demonstrated the ability to knock down these side lane turrets, and it's really stalling out the game even further, and it's going to make their job harder and harder as time goes on.
You actually see Blanky Roja looking for to push out the top lane. But he's going to come down bot here as Freshburger needs more help because he's not the only person who can sit in the front line here against 5 people.
And Guardian's showing a bit more urgency now as opposed to last game. They do manage to get that inner turret. And eventually here, GT not canon is going to have to deal with that mid lane wave as well. It's building up pretty highly.
Oh, but there's the Zanyas coming through. Or, not Zanyas. Oh, but like, this is what I was talking about. Multiple lockdown tools just going out to targets.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Freshburger wants this. Oh, 001 actually goes down in the back end of it. Auto. There it is. But now they need to back. Defend the... Oh, wait, the inhibitor respawn. Look at that.
Yep.
Just in time.
Perfect timing for them.
And the towers can't get damaged anymore, so... Look at that. The towers will just regen up to full.
Yeah, so that's what I was talking about. Like, you have multiple lockdown tools onto multiple targets like that. Like, oh, look, Tom Kench devoured Nidalee after the stopwatch of the Zanya's expired. Well, then they just use the lockdown onto Tom Kench. Like,
exactly. And we are talking now about a gold lead that's shrunk to less than 3,000, and against a team that's, starting to ramp up a little bit here in terms of their CC scaling and damage, and it's going to be really difficult now for Guardians to finish off this game, and you can tell just how much that Baron steal meant for GT not canon.
Yeah, it helped them stall out the game very substantially here.
Yeah.
001 getting forced out of his jungle, though. That doesn't feel good. Ooh, gosh, that spear still hurt. .001 just sitting back here looking for the opportunity to use the paranoia, but it looks like he's going to back first. Heal up before he has to fight.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think I see this game going about 45 minutes. I really do.
Don't say that, Escapist. Don't say that.
Because at this moment, I don't really see a way of Guardians ending. I don't really see a way of GT
ending. Yeah, you're right, but I don't want to hear that.
They really can't do anything right now. I think the only way that it ends quicker is if... Okay, so Baron's coming up in 2 minutes. If Guardians can get that and then they can land a lot of poke down on the siege, then I think they can do it.
But if GT gets it, we're looking at a way longer game.
That's for sure.
Freshberger getting caught out here. He's not Zion this game. He can't run. He has a fair bit of damage though. Oh, they're going straight onto sometimes chase. It does go down. They want the inhib. I don't think they can get it though.
No. Oh.
Oh, the Ornhorn goes wide. 001 flashes forward. Doesn't quite get anything out of it. Oh, Blanket Roja gets instantly takes down Taysak, rather.
Yeah.
Kaisa is still up though. But on the other side of this, Apizan has taken 2 towers.
Yeah, this is really awkward now.
Nice dodge on the Searing Charge knockup. Oh, but that's a priority. Oh, wait, no, I thought it actually landed on Kaisa. Oh, okay, trade for ADs, but now it's Blanket Roja who goes down after sometimes Jace's respawn here. Which isn't great, because now you have Dragon coming up, and you have Baron coming up,
yeah.
And now your carries are dead.
I mean, yeah, the ironic thing is these teams were fighting over virtually nothing except, like...
An inhibitor. That's it.
Well, even then, it's not realistic that GT can get it. They're mainly fighting over... Yeah, they were mainly fighting over a mid-tier 2 turret because the split push allowed...
tier 1 and tier 2. Apizan got both.
Yeah, oh yeah. But the real prize right here is Baron. That's really the biggest thing you can get right now. Oh, 001 looking for it. Can he steal it again? No,
he doesn't have vision in. He needed vision to cast Paranoia.
Yeah, didn't have that control ward, unfortunately. Alright, let's see what they can do with the Baron this time around for the 5th time.
Hit repeat on Baron. Oh, they're going to Roast Dragon.
God, they're gonna do Dragon. They just can't make the right decision. They just can't do it.
Look, man, they need the sustain.
Oh no.
001 dodges the slow with his spell shield.
Oh, that's a big wave in bot lane though.
Yeah. Okay. They're playing this out. Playing it out for. 001 takes a little bit of a chunk.
Oh, is this the throw?
Paranoia.
Okay.
Not being casted. Just forcing them away.
Actually, really smart though. They were.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty good, decent use of Paranoia there.
Yeah. And this is a 4-on-5.
With this double Ocean Drake, they are able to sustain pretty well.
Yeah.
Horn getting called. Knocks up Apizan.
This looks bad for them.
For
Guardians.
Oh. Guardians get pulled in. There's Devour onto sometimes Jace here.
Oh my.
Sometimes Jace. One more tick of Ignite. No, he gets healed up. Wow, talk about barely staying alive by the skin of your teeth.
And despite the fact that sometimes Jace was able to stay alive there and keep his GA, I think that essentially costs Guardians the entire game, because unless they're able to make use of the Baron for the next minute and a half here, they're just not going to have enough ability to knock down these turrets at any point in the game. And the farther this game goes on, the more GT has chances to win fights around Baron.
No GotR constantly just going in on his own.
Oh yeah, no one went in with him.
Oh, but 0-1, double 0-1 taken out here, very short order. No, that was being caught out. His flash wasn't up, so nothing you can do here. Maybe Guardians are just trying to force down and win.
Yeah, they need to go bot right now, but will they do it? Nope. So, making another mistake here. They definitely should have shepherded that bot lane wave into the turret.
You actually see GTs responding to bot.
Yeah.
His Guardians finally go bot as well. Like your Roja getting a little bit chunked. Sometimes Jace pushing down the top lane. This is how they should have been playing last game.
Yep.
Pushing down towers, spreading them thin, taking the inhibs after that.
Oh, here comes the fight.
Oh, the Tom Kench great health gets popped. He's very, very... I think this is game. If Kai'Sa can stay alive and keep doing damage. There it is. Yeah, this is game.
Yeah, very fortunate for Guardians there. They were able to take advantage of their last few ticks of the clock on the Baron buff, and it gives them the edge there, and they were able to win that team fight, so they get the GG to pick up their first series win of the season.
Okay, well then, congratulations to Guardian. Woo! Who do you want to pull?
I don't think I can do an interview right now. We can do it really quick. Let's just bring in Taysec in here.
Okay, let me see if I can find him. Student athletes, GT not canon. Did they leave already?
Yeah. We can bring Yangsu, I guess.
No, I'm looking for Guardians, and I think they all left. Oh.
He's here. Here, I'll bring him in.
Yo, Taysec.
GG's, buddy. You're muted, though.
Haha, whoops. What's up, man?
Congratulations on your first season for Guardians of the Rift.
Thanks.
So how does it feel to win that first series, get that monkey off your back?
I don't count games before I've been playing on my main role.
Alright,
when I played mid, it didn't count, but... So I'm just looking at 1-0.
Okay.
Nice.
With a handicap.
So that was a pretty long series. I think my main question is, like, after such a long game in game 2 and taking that as a loss, like, how are you able to, like, keep your mentality right to play so aggressively and, like, successfully in game 3?
Oh, I just went to the bathroom. I just really had to go during, like, the entire game. So
okay.
Bathroom and resets mental.
Okay, we just need to tell that to all the LCS players now. Use the bathroom. Use the bathroom after a rough game.
Yeah, so I think we can just finish it up right here because I know it's late. But my question is, you know, what was going through your guys' minds when you decided to draft Kai'Sa and Nidalee and Jace for the last game?
Oh well, sometimes Jace he says he's gonna get double banned. They need to ban Graves, so they gave us blue side for some reason. So we have first pick. It's either Urgot or Kaisa. We're like, alright, let's just play through bot. We get Jace. They pick Lissandra for some reason. We get free mid priority, and then we just 4-man bot the whole game. So I mean,
Yeah, definitely a solid game plan for sure, and it worked out in your guys' favor.
yeah,
Okay.
I got a lot of winning jungle matchups too, like every game.
Well, once again, congratulations on your win here.
Thanks.
And on your handicap, such as it is.
Yeah, thank you. Alright, take it easy.
Yeah, good night, buddy.
Good night.
Okay,
Alright.
thanks, Escapist.
Yeah, man, you could go ahead and sign us off. I'm ready to pound the music.
Okay, well, this was GT Not Canon versus Guardians of the Rift. Guardians of the Rift finally picking up their first series win in week 5 of season 6 here. I'm the True Light. This is Escapist casting with me, and before that was our man in the sky, Chalupa. May he rest in peace. Good night, everybody. Okay, we good?
Yep, all good.
Okay.
Have a good one, buddy. Thanks so much for sticking around.
Yeah, no problem. See you.
Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt.